It's the most confidence we've had in a cold open in a while. You're just like,
I love it.
yes.
Yes, I know exactly what I'm
I know
doing.
exactly what I
Everyone
want to
follow
do.
my lead.
Ready? Yeah, follow my lead, exactly. Making my way downtown, wow, 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 and I'm homebound.
Now I wonder if I
I
could fall
into
the sky.
Do you think time would pass me by? Oh, now I want 1,000 miles if I could just see you.
If I could just
Hold you.
Google gobble.
Tonight.
You really love a singing cold open.
Oh, yeah, I do love singing cold open.
It really gets people into the right mood to listen to no other singing for the rest of this 2-hour plus podcast.
For this non-musical episode.
Yeah, there's not a musical at all. There's just banger needle drops.
Someday it's just gonna be Kelsey singing DCOM songs.
I won't
That's
even be there.
Become the podcast. Welcome, everybody, to the DCOM Duo podcast.
I'm Benji,
I'm Kelsey.
and we're the DCOM duo.
No, we're not.
What?
We're the DCOM trio
This
today.
is news to me. What's going on? I'm confused.
We have a guest.
What?
They're right in front of us.
I'm blind. Can you please discuss more?
We have Finch here today.
Hi.
Finch is here. Finch has been in the podcast before, so
Yes.
no new introduction here, but Alley Cat Strike, that was the episode you did before. Very
Yes.
excited. Go back and listen to Alley Cat Strike.
I love
And
it.
now today we're talking about You Wish, which was another one that you're like, yes, I need to be on that episode.
Sign me up. You have stuff to say.
I have to come talk about You Wish.
And
It's
we're getting through
mandatory.
your good movies before we get into the bad movies that
Yes.
you have stuff to say.
Oh yes, yes.
Yeah, do the good ones first.
Mm,
Oh, so welcome back.
thank you. It's good to be
Any
here.
opening remarks you want to give?
Why is the house blue?
I think, is that the only reason you're here? Is
No,
to-
that's not the only reason, but it is a reason.
We did it a month ago.
Why is the house blue?
Why is
That's
that?
not a reason. Why the whole house is blue? I can save this for later. What the fuck are they doing?
The whole house. Is
All right, editor's note here. We had to cut out 10 minutes of arguing about why the house was blue. Just trust us, you didn't miss anything of before. All right, with that taken care
We don't have fan mail, right?
yeah, fan mail section. We don't have fan mail. I mean, we're recording this the day before
Team Beach 2.
Team Beach 2 comes out. So if you wrote anything about that, sorry, we'll talk about it next time probably.
Yes, it is actually before Thanksgiving for us, real time, right?
Yeah,
now,
this is
which
our
crazy.
Thanksgiving special.
Even though
internally.
it's not internally, it is, but actually,
gobble getting taken away for turkey dinner.
I know it would have been fitting for Thanksgiving a little bit. There's a turkey.
If you have anything you want to say about You Wish or any other DCOM or just you want a trauma dump, go ahead.
We'll read it.
We'll read it. We'll read it live on air as much as we want to.
Write in, ask them why the house is blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Write us at thedcomduo@gmail.com or leave a YouTube comment or
Yeah.
something else.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out probably. If we haven't figured it out yet, maybe try a different method.
Yeah. All right. So we're just gonna get into it. Not really much fluff in the beginning here.
Yeah. You normally give our immediate opinions on the movie, I guess.
Oh, I guess. Well, okay, yeah. So we can talk a little bit about when we watched this initially. It
Sure.
became a little bit of a cult classic, especially with
Yeah.
you two. You two were like, yes,
this movie.
this one, because the house is blue. There's a turkey named Google Gobble, and they needle drop 1,000 miles.
Which those are three insane things. The thing I forgot about this movie, watch it again, is it's actually insane the whole way through. I
Yep.
thought it was
Yeah.
just a collection of wild moments,
Thanks.
tied together by some meh storytelling,
Which is most DCOMs.
Camp
yeah.
Rock or some other
Yeah.
stuff that have
Mhm.
memorable things like that. But no, it's actually insane the whole way through.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
also forgot that there's 20 goop moments in this
Oh
movie.
my gosh, there's so
There
much.
are so many goop moments, and it does lead with a goop moment, which
Yes.
is very powerful.
It's a statement for sure.
I told you who they were at the outset.
We are Goop, and I mean it has to do with the director, and we'll talk about him in a second.
Ooh.
But yeah, and I just remember I I remember this being a little bit more boring, and like I'm like, why do you guys just champion
I also
this movie
remembered
so
it being
much?
more boring than it actually was.
Well,
It was
yeah.
actually engrossing 90% of the way.
Yeah, no, rewatching it now, I'm like, you know what? That was pretty entertaining the whole time.
Welcome to my world. I've always been a champion.
You have always
You
been a
have.
champion.
I had it like a full 2 tiers higher than everyone else in the house on my tier list.
Yeah, I after this, I'm definitely walking away. Like I can move that up.
Very
It's
happy
just
to hear that.
fun it's the fun stupid we want from a
Yes.
decom.
It is
exactly.
Yeah,
I'm not sure how much of this is legit good.
I don't know either, but I am entertained regardless.
And
When are
again,
we ever concerned about legit good with a decom?
and
We're
again, it's the
not.
best needle drop in decom
Oh
history.
my
That's got to be
God.
worth a lot.
It comes out of nowhere.
It's so good.
All right, I can get into the factos.
Yeah, let's get into the next.
So this movie released January 10th, 2003.
Nice.
January film.
Ooh,
It was the 42nd decom.
yeah.
There were 41 before.
There were 41
Yeah.
before
It
this.
feels like the 10th decom to me.
Oh,
just
no,
judging by like
that's-
the format of it.
It's really
one
falling
reason,
in line.
one reason it
Yeah.
might feel like the format is the director of this is the decom director. This is Paul
Oh.
Hohen.
Mhm.
Okay.
He's directed
Something we found out a lot with this podcast
Yes.
is Paul Hohen is the Disney Channel. He directed Luck of the Irish, Let It Shine, Read It and Weep, Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off, True Confessions, Jump In, Cheetah Girls One World, Dad Nap, Camp Rock 2, Cloud 9, How to Build a Better Boy, Invisible Sister, and all 4 Zombies films.
So over like a range of like 20 some years.
Yeah.
too.
It's like he's had a decom every other year for the entire Disney Channel's
How about-
existence, probably more than every other year.
Just like a wide range of quality too. To hear the
Yeah.
zombies movies and Dad Napped mentioned
Yes.
in the same breath.
And you know what?
It's the
Same guy
full
did
array of
that.
emotions.
And when we were watching this, I was like, Andrew, there's so much goop in this. Is this the same? Is this? So it's Paul
Oh,
Hohen. I'm
guys.
like, you did Dad Napped, right?
Is there also a lot of goopy Dad Napped?
Oh
That
my
was
god,
the
that
one I
is
watched.
the goopiest.
That is the
decom.
goofiest movie. It's Dad Nap.
Every
Even if
single
this may
punchline.
technically have more goops, honestly.
I
That
don't
one
know.
has an end credit scene, which is just replaying all of the goops.
Oh my god, they're like greatest hits of the goop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's literally how the credits are. It's the
Dad Napped
goofiest.
invented the fire hydrant tier too, right? Or
No, that was
No.
Quince.
Quince. Oh yeah, I also wasn't there for Quince.
Mhm.
But I was there for Rip Girls, which was awesome.
Which is the third one.
Unfortunately, I will be back for Rip.
I guess the fourth one. Wait, how many were? Yeah.
Um,
No. Dad Nap wasn't fire hydrant tier actually.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
at
just in
the
the bottom.
bottom.
Yeah,
of the
it was just
F tier,
bottom,
Yes,
Because there's only 3 fire hydrant tiers, and yes, we know we're saying fire hydrant, and it was actually a fire
yes,
extinguisher.
that was pointed out to us like 2 years into calling it a fire hydrant.
and we all just collectively like,
Pretty
you know what?
fun.
It is a fire
Yeah,
hydrant.
actually, we don't care.
But yeah, it was Quince, Rip Girls, and Zapped
Yes,
were the 3 special. Like these ones
offensively
really
bad.
suck. Yeah.
Yes.
Since
Yeah.
the last time we talked about Paul, he started directing a new Disney Channel show, Vampirina Teenage Vampire.
Oh, I've heard of that. On Disney Channel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that-
So
He does everything Disney Channel.
He
Like
just
one of the
did-
main directors along there.
he just did Zombies 4 too.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah, he loves it.
He loves his little stuff.
he loves his little Disney Channel stuff.
Other than that, yeah.
Loves Shrimpy from Zombies. We learned like he especially loves Shrimpy the mascot.
Oh my god, incredible! I also love Shrimpy. Good
Yeah.
for him.
It's awesome.
So that's what I have to say about Paul Hohen. I can get into the actual cast here now.
Yes.
Playing the role of Alex Lansing, the guy who wishes his brother didn't exist, in a totally evil plot that
Yes.
he totally thought was going to happen, is AJ Trouth. He has a main role on Even Stevens. That's
Mhm.
probably what he's best known for. I believe he's the friend of the family.
Yes, he's in the Even Stevens movie.
Yeah, he's in the movie as
Yeah.
well. He's got a lot of other TV credits. He's had small recurring roles in like Kim Possible, in Reba, in House.
House MD.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
His most recent acting credits were the Wolfenstein video games in 2017. Since then, he hasn't really done all that much.
You wrote he also did the theme song for American Dragon Jake Long.
With a band with his brothers, he
It's cool.
did that. He had tried to have a little bit of music career, but that was like as much as he got was Disney Channel. But if you like that theme song, there you go. It's the You Wish
I'm
guy.
liking it. I do.
That masterpiece. That's his magnum opus.
Yeah.
Playing the role of Stevie Lansing, also the role of Terrence Russell McCormick. What range?
Terrence Russell McStevie.
Is Spencer Breslin. He's also in The Ultimate Christmas Present.
Who's he in that?
think just a little kid with
a little brother. He was younger than this movie. 'cause
Yeah,
that
that
came out
movie's
before.
older.
Yeah.
By a couple years, I believe.
Mhm.
He's also in The Cat in the Hat, Mike
Mhm.
Myers' Cat in the Hat.
Yeah.
Santa Claus 2 and 3.
Yes.
Yep, that's all I
Prince-
can see when I look at
Princess Diaries 2,
Yep.
The Kid, The Shaggy Dog. He's kind of has
Mhm.
a very expansive credit list within here.
Yes.
He won a Young Artist Award for The Ultimate Christmas Present, but he's also a 2-time winner of, and I quote, the Spencer Breslin Award for Worst Performance by a Child in a Feature Role.
Oh my
Given
god.
from the Stinkers Bad Movie Awards. It's so mean to do to a child actor. And is he a good actor? No.
No.
He's a pretty terrible actor.
No, he's bad, but he's a
He's
child.
a child. Like,
Yeah.
what the fucking hell?
Oh my god.
It is. And the fact
Imagine
that he
winning
won
that award
twice.
twice.
Oh my god.
Was
What a
just
terrible
like-
bit of trivia.
He was just like randomly everywhere though in our
Yeah.
childhood. Like
He
all these
really had
movies-
connections
It
within
is
the industry.
shocking that he was in so many things for how
Yeah.
not good
Yeah.
he is.
He's still acting, has done some music and stuff, but like nothing since 2010's that's been notable. Probably the bit more notable connection within here is he's the brother of Abigail Breslin, who had a much more successful child acting career within there. She's Little Miss Sunshine, among a bunch of other stuff.
Nim's Island, anyone? She was in like Zombieland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
She's had a much more acclaimed career than he
Yeah.
did.
mm.
She was also kind of everywhere as a kid. At least to me, I watched Nim's Island. So
Some good connections in that family.
yeah.
Playing the role of Abby Ramirez is Lelaine.
Single name Lelaine.
Yeah. She had a main role in Lizzie McGuire, but was not in the movie at all. Interesting.
Yeah. Was there some drama there?
I honestly, I don't know. I don't
We're-
know much about the Lizzie McGuire setup.
No, we're not covering that movie because it's not a DCOM.
She won a Young Artist Award for Lizzie McGuire.
Hmm.
She doesn't really have much other acting credits. She was in Broadway and a touring production of Les Mis.
Oh,
Also in Annie, Easy A. She had a little bit in, and she had a couple of episodes of Buffy, Vampire Slayer, but nothing that crazy. She also had a brief music career. She has a song in Pixel Perfect, the DCOM.
nice.
Also, she sang the song You Wish for this movie.
Nice.
That's definitely what jump started her music career because this movie was everywhere.
She
Everyone
is
knows it.
fine in this movie. I felt like no only performance that I felt like was notable is that Spencer Breslin is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He stood
But-
out as bad. Yeah.
Hmm.
But otherwise, I feel like everyone else is doing what they can with this script, which seems really hard to act on.
Yeah.
Like, again, in a way that's good for a decom, but
Yeah.
would be bad for any other like film credit role.
Yeah.
Yeah. Playing the role of Larry Pendragon, sick ass name.
Yeah. Sounds like a fake name.
He's a
Is
wizard.
Tim
made up.
Reed.
Yeah.
He's also in Alley Cat Strike.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is he the dad?
Moore's dad, I
My two
believe, the
beloved
mayor.
movies.
Yeah. So I just
Wow.
copied the notes that I had there. He had main roles on Sister Sister, Simon and Simon, WKRP in Cincinnati, and Frank's Place. A lot of other TV credits. And then he married Fresh Prince actress Daphne Maxwell Reed.
Daphne.
Daphne. Did I say Daphne?
You said
Daphne.
Daphne, yeah.
Daphne.
She maybe changed the pronunciation.
To Daphne.
None of you know. Playing the role of Dave Lansing, which I assume is the dad.
Probably.
Probably.
For some reason, he gets the full name of David Carl Dave in quotes Lansing. the IMDb had his character work was like extensive research on figuring out his motivations. He had to know the middle name.
Yeah, he
Um,
edited that himself. He's like, it was David Carl Dave Lance.
Yeah.
He's also apparently in Johnny Capahala Back on Board, which I don't
Okay.
remember that film nearly enough to even guess who
No, we
he
haven't,
is in that.
we haven't covered that one yet, so I guess we'll find out.
What's that? You don't remember everything about Johnny Capahala back on board?
Not when we haven't covered it on the podcast. No.
He had a decently successful career, but like minimal credits I've heard of. A lot of the people remaining here that I'm going to be talking about are basically that case for a major reason. Number one, a lot of them also worked on Power Rangers because everyone here is basically focused on New Zealand-based work. A
Mm.
lot of them are Kiwis. A lot of them, have worked basically in New Zealand. And this film is filmed in Auckland, New Zealand. Why?
What?
I don't know,
That's
but it
so
is.
weird. That's
It was-
crazy.
What? Huh?
Mhm.
Huh? Why?
I'm
what?
sorry. That's fucking me up way more than I feel like it should.
It's
I
in New
agree.
Zealand.
That's shocking to me.
I feel like every other DCOM I've seen, a lot of them are filmed in Canada, and that makes enough sense to me. The tax credits, like the working culture, everything within there is similar.
Uh-huh.
And they've filmed in New Zealand a couple times on a various occasions, but they always use it for like the reason anyone goes to New Zealand to film.
Yeah.
There's
it's
great
beautiful.
landscapes,
Beautiful
Yeah.
land, the
settings
beach.
of everything
So
within
they
there.
use like the beach in Avalon High, that was in New Zealand,
Mhm.
and then most recently Zombies 4, also Paul Hohen. They filmed the whole movie. in
I
New
wonder if there
Zealand.
was some sort of connection at all between Paul Hohen did a DCOM
like,
4 in New Zealand.
I
and-
remember being in New Zealand. They had a great beach.
You wish it's just like streets and like a
Yeah.
mall and like
Yeah, it's a city
Yeah.
film.
school.
It's a, they
yeah.
film in the city, which is to me like you could have filmed in a city
You could
anywhere.
have gone in you could have gone to Toronto. That's what every other
And you
DCOM
went
does.
halfway across the world. That's wild.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Playing the role of Gary, one of the jocks, is Joshua Lays. He also has very minimal credits. He was in one episode of one of the Power Rangers shows.
Of course.
He was a photo double for the first Narnia film.
A photo
Ooh.
double?
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Oftentimes that means you're a stand-in on several scenes. Like, for instance, whenever they do like a twin film role thing, they'll have someone else be the photo double who'll be your stand-in for those. So if they accidentally show that footage, it looks close enough like the
Okay.
actual actor's
Sure.
supposed to be. It's that for whatever reasons you want.
Got it.
Playing the role of the mom, Pam Lansing, is Sally Stockwell. She's still acting on TV to this day, but outside of being the coach in Wendy Wu and
Wendy
a couple of
Wu.
Power Rangers credits, not much I've heard of before.
Coach and Wendy Wu. She
Yeah.
turned into like an animal or something. I don't remember.
Literally?
Like, remember the little
Remember
animal
Wendy Wu
figures?
went off?
Oh, you didn't watch them?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. They have the little statues that are like the masters of the different things. I
Okay.
think she was. What's her
Was she like a
balance?
cheetah?
Was she the tiger? Or the
Tiger would make
Speed?
more
Or the
sense.
cheetah for speed? I don't know. The little figure like turns into a monk, and Wendy was like, "I don't want to learn from a monk," and so the guy takes like her teachers and like possesses them with the masters.
Wendy Wu, the further we get away from it, the more I forget everything about it because I feel like it doesn't engross me enough. But it's a weird movie.
It sounds weird.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun enough in the moment, but it does not last in my brain ever.
Mhm.
Playing the role of the best friend James Cooper, who is for some reason this far down on the list, but also he actually has very little lines in the film, I think.
Abby was a way
Under
bigger
the
character.
bully though.
Yeah. It's
both
Ari
parents.
Boyland. He's just another decently successful and currently active Kiwi actor. And the only things I could recognize on him again was Power Rangers.
Wow.
Yeah. If you're a New Zealand actor, I'm guessing you've worked in Power Rangers.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Playing the role of Fiona, the hot mean girl,
The hot cheerleader.
is Emma Lahana. This was one of her first performances. She also had a pretty notable role in the Nickelodeon original movie, Big Time Movie.
Whoa.
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Wow.
She had a main role in the Marvel show Cloak and Dagger.
Well,
That's cool.
And she was also the Yellow Dino Ranger in Power Rangers Dino Thunder.
sorry, I got so excited. My childhood, I loved that one so much. Her name was Kira, and she was a pterodactyl.
So that's
Oh,
the same
nice.
person
I
as
was
Fiona
so
from this
excited.
movie.
Oh, I didn't recognize her, but I haven't watched that show in forever. Oh my God, that's so cool.
Why were they dinosaurs?
I don't remember. I just remember that they were dinosaurs, and the red one was, I think, a T-Rex, and the blue one was a Triceratops. Oh, anyone
Nice.
light me up if I got that wrong.
All right. Other than the fun fact of this being in Auckland, New Zealand, the other one I have to say is this was based on a book. It was based on Jackie French Coller's novel, If I Had One Wish.
You still have a book?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of DCOM surprisingly are.
I couldn't find much on what was different between the books and movie. I didn't do that extensive of research within here and everything, but the synopsis seemed pretty different. When I found a report that someone that said that the author said the projects were very different.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
That sounds passive aggressive.
Yeah.
Very different.
it was very different. Sometimes, yeah, when they are based on a book, it's like that had nothing to do
Yeah.
really with the book.
Someone took a vague idea and then made their own thing.
Yeah. Well,
Cool. And then finally, I've got the Disney Plus description. Alex Lansing often imagines how different life would be if his brother Stevie weren't around. After receiving a magical coin that grants one wish, an upset Alex wishes he didn't have a little brother. The next morning, he awakens to a whole new world. He's athletic, wealthy, and even has a popular girlfriend. Despite the perks of popularity, Alex comes to realize that his new life just isn't as great without his brother.
It says Alex comes to realizes that his new life.
Yeah, and I copy and paste this. That's not a.
So that Disney Plus did that.
Good job, Disney
Also-
Plus.
He doesn't realize the wish that he's making is real, and I feel like that doesn't imply that well enough.
No.
Also, I just feel like this is a mediocre description all around.
Yeah, I feel like it's very misleading. I have more to say about that later, but I don't feel like that's accurate to what that movie's about, for sure.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, that concludes my factos.
Cool. You ready to jump into the movie?
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm so ready to genius this movie.
All right. We open up. You wish, and the little animation with the exclamation point, it's a coin.
So yeah, DCOMs often have their like logo of their movie coming in, but it's almost always just a faded. This is like a fully animated intro.
With like, but it's like a quarter, and it should be the owl coin.
Yeah, it's just a
right?
normal coin.
Yeah, but
And,
this
like-
movie specifically is one of the ones with an exclamation point.
Yeah.
Alex is a coin collector. He wouldn't look sideways at that quarter. You got to do better than that.
You wouldn't know by the way I collect coins. My name is Alex. Alec got straight. Isn't he Alex in that?
Oh yeah, I think that's his name.
Yeah.
Yeah. My name's Alex.
I don't remember Alex too well in that movie because I'm more concerned with Macklemore.
Yeah.
Alex is just kind of like a mirror of whatever needs to be happening in that movie
Alex
at
is
that
for the
time.
plot.
Yes, exactly.
He's there to-
Macklemore's for the heart.
Yes,
He's there to be Macklemore's boyfriend.
exactly.
And
Yes,
that's
and he
it.
does a great job at that.
Yes.
He's there to get pushed up against a wall by Macklemore.
You're so right.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
Enough about that movie.
that Alex we're talking about,
Yeah.
Alex Lansing now.
So this movie, yeah, with this animation and the way this opening scene starts with here, it's just like you can tell immediately this movie's on a weird vibe. The editing from the round one is weird.
It's such a choice, the editing in this movie. Like, it
You're
feels
so right.
very 2000s.
Yes.
Yeah,
The
extremely.
entire, like, whoever they hired as the editor must have worked on all of the music videos in the 2000s.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's all of those techniques, but done in a feature-length film.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Which is weird to see. The amount of cuts we get in stairwells and the speed ups and slow downs. And
The amount of slow down, and speed up is
it's
It's
interesting.
crazy.
It keeps you actively watching and
That's
everything, but it
true.
never feels natural.
I'm always
No.
just like, what a choice.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we cut into Stevie hiding behind a tree, and Alex is also hiding, and there's some water guns, and they're playing with Alex's friends also, and they're speaking walkie-talkies, even when they're right next to each other. They're speaking in these walkie-talkies, which is like fun though. I had walkie-talkies as a kid. It looks like a fun game. And then Alex's friends come over and
They take their big water guns.
yeah, and they goop up Steve and Alex with this blue goo that apparently they load up their water guns with like
Yeah.
blue sticky goo.
Notably not water.
Not
Yes.
water.
We need to count how many goops there are in this movie.
Yeah,
I was
like
at
keep
one
track.
point. I was at one point going to try and count up how many goops
Counter.
in every decom because I had
Oh.
a theory that there are more goops in decoms than there are
decoms.
decoms.
Yeah.
But
Probably right.
probably not. Honestly, from
Yeah.
this,
There's
there's
not
too many with zero.
Mm.
Movies like this really make me like question it within there because this covers like 10.
And dad naps also has so many.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, you kind of fell off of
yeah.
how many
I lost
goos.
count at one point, and then I just stopped taking note.
Yeah, you want to keep track here though? Want to keep
Yeah,
tally?
I can keep. We're at one right
We're
now.
at one. One goop. so
Unless we
far.
count the two, because two people got goop. I think it's one.
True.
goop.
No, it's one gooping.
It was such a significant gooping. Like it is so it's viscous. It's
Oh.
extremely goop.
Like,
I was looking at that like they're poor parents who are gonna have to clean their clothes.
yeah. So is that not going to clog your gun?
Use that gun again. Don't tell me
hell?
that's reusable. You can't like clean the inside of a
That's the thing.
squirt gun.
They're probably not even going to bother trying to clean it, and it's going to get
No.
moldy and gross.
Established that like Alex and Stevie's family aren't well off. So why are you just like
Yeah.
using up squirt guns and not you can't use it?
Using a one-time squirt gun.
Disposable squirt gun. And they're like, they're super soakers. They're not like
Yeah.
tiny water.
They're like big
crystals.
ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Anyways.
who knows? Maybe it's not theirs. Maybe it's Abby's. Maybe these are Abby's one use. And maybe Abby is rich, even though her house isn't.
Right. Yeah. Or maybe James.
Maybe
is rich.
Stevie changed that too.
Yeah, we're not looking too far into this.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Alex like pretends to be dead, and Stevie's like, Alex, and then he goes, and he like tackles him because they love each
I'm
other.
like, oh, they're having so much fun.
Yeah. Later, all the
Only
kids.
for Alex to always just be like, I hate my brother.
Yeah.
I beat the strum a lot during this podcast, but the dissonance between like Alex is clearly such a good brother,
Yeah.
and then he's like, oh, I hate Stevie's ruining my life.
Yeah.
And it's like, but you let him do everything with you, which is really unusual for like a 16-year-old and a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if you hated him, you just wouldn't let him in your life at all.
At
but
all.
Instead, you include him in like
He's
stuff you do
He's
with
just
your
a
friends.
pushover.
Yeah, no, but
He really does love his little brother, but he also like wants to vent about him sometimes.
yeah.
You know?
He does just tell Jason at one point, like, let me talk Nick
Like, let me
shit.
Shit, man.
let me just talk shit for once, okay?
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I love my brother. Come on, let me just talk shit sometimes. But
Which is
yeah, no,
valid.
they do make it very clear how much he loves his brother for him to wish him out of existence.
Yes, and like you said, it's obvious from the start that like he didn't mean it to be an actual wish. Like he didn't think
Yeah.
the coin
Yeah.
could do that. But it's also like the lesson of this story is just so off base. Like they don't even know what
Yeah.
they're trying to accomplish. But anyways,
Because they need him to like basically immediately be sad about it.
Mhm.
So after like a day.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, later, all the kids get on their rollerblades and their bikes, and Alex shows Stevie like his right and his left, which kind of comes back later. And he also promises to teach Stevie how to skate, because Stevie is just on his bike right now, and Alex is really into rollerblading. And James leaves and reminds Alex, like, hey, we're gonna go to Larry's Coin World later, and the next week is the Coin Expo.
So many coin events in this community.
exciting
Which one of
coin
them-
stuff.
One of them is just like, hey, we decided we're gonna go check out the
Things
store.
heating up in the coin collecting world.
Just going to the store, and and then Abby leaves.
Notably, Abby first tells Alex that he puts too much mousse in his hair.
Yeah, they like do
We'll put
weird
some
stuff
paint
with
in
his
it
hair.
later. Don't worry.
Was that like referencing the goop in his
I
hair?
honestly don't know. It just felt so weird to me that I was like,
Yeah.
I need to bring that up.
Fade out Alex putting the helmet on Stevie because he cares about his little brother. And then the brothers get home and the parents are like, hey guys, there's a pet adoption event at the park, and we did mention getting a pet.
Even though we're so poor.
Even though we're so poor. Well, that's why they don't have a pet yet. And Alex is like, want a dog. And Stevie goes like, rabbit, like I want a rabbit. And they're like still playing and they love each other. So then they go to the pet fair and there's like so many animals.
So
at
many
this pet
exotic
fair.
animals that are not pets for this pet adoption
Like
fair.
there's like one dog at this adoption event.
Yes, and it's like in a barn. Like that's not what a barn pet adoption would
Yeah.
be like with all these exotic animals. And there were like two ridiculous things right next to each other. I don't remember what they are anymore, but it was ridiculous.
Lots of birds.
yeah, lots of birds. Like what?
Yeah.
What were they doing?
I don't know. And Alex sees this big bulldog and he's like, hell yeah. And he goes over and he's like, guys, I found this dog. And Stevie goes, no, this one's way cooler.
Yells, no, I'm getting this pet. We don't get to see what it is.
Well, hard cut to a turkey on a leash. It was
and
a
this is where this
turkey.
movie's just like, yeah, we're gonna be like quirky and random because we can.
The movie is firmly establishing what kind of movie it is right now.
Yeah.
Well, gobble time.
Google gobble. They adopted a turkey. A turkey was at this pet adoption.
Like
Okay.
that's a pet that people have, a turkey.
Yeah,
Of
exactly.
course. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's just like outside with they put like a harness on the turkey and he has it on a leash. He's like taking it for a walk. And Alex goes, that's the grossest thing I've ever seen. Referencing Google Gobble. And then some jocks roll up to the brothers standing on the front lawn with their turkey. And they tease Alex. They're like, oh, look, finally Alex found someone that he can beat off the line.
A turkey.
What is that thing? Besides ugly.
I kind of love the jocks throughout this whole movie. especially in the alternate reality where they are just kind of like a cult.
They literally are cults. They're like they share one brain cell and they are cults.
And that brain cell is not like necessarily malicious or anything. It's just stupid. Stupid.
Stupid. So he goes, what is that besides ugly? And Stevie goes, it's a turkey, you big stupid. My brother is a better football player than you'll ever be. Gary.
Yeah, when you have a name like Gary, you can't be a good football player.
That's true.
Gary's like, then how come he spends most of his time on his butt?
Oh, got him.
Got him. And Alex like, Stevie, just go inside. So that Stevie doesn't have to witness this.
Witness.
The carnage that's about to take place.
Witness the pizza eat.
So they open up this like nasty ass looking pizza. It's so
This
gross.
pizza is so so disgusting. It looks so fake.
It
With,
does.
like one plastic printed piece of paper of cheese draped over crust that doesn't make sense and just sauce.
Okay, so what they do is they dump it on his head, and the cheese does come off in one piece.
Also, this is something that happens regularly based on the fact that we've seen it happen multiple times in this movie.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Why are we just wasting these pizzas?
Premeditation that has to go into this form of bullying.
Hey, let's go buy a pizza.
We gotta go to this kid's place. Hopefully, he'll be home. We can eat his ass.
They walk the streets looking for their victim with their pizza.
We're gone the days of beating someone's ass. We got a pizza him.
Lee wishes it had this level of bullying.
Like, I guess if they can't find anyone to throw pizza on, they can just eat it.
I think genuinely the most disgusting, least appetizing pizza I have seen in film.
In a movie.
Yeah, they go to the pizza store and they're like, "Give us your grossest pizza.
We're gonna dump it on
We're
them.
Give us-
We're gonna dump it on some loser."
Give us this pizza that's been sitting out for 10 years.
Doesn't have mold. Good.
Good. I think they go to like Little Caesar's Hot and Ready. Like,
But this doesn't look hot nor ready.
Ready to get thrown out.
I just imagine, yeah, they like had this pizza ordered at the beginning of their day of shoot, and then they're like, all right, well, this is our last film of the day, but it's not gonna matter. It's a pizza.
It's a pizza. I expected Google Gobble to start pecking at the pizza once it was on the ground, but he didn't.
That would have been a good.
No. They don't actually, they couldn't get Google Gobble to do any acting.
Yeah, but
Google Gobble's monologue later on, pretty emotional. That's as much as we could get to.
by the way, this is our second goop of the movie.
Yeah, I haven't
You're
marked
right.
down.
Yeah, good point.
Google Gobble was no help to this at all. All right.
So now we get like a flashback.
Flashback, we get a little bit narration. This is the only narration of the whole movie. He goes, that wasn't the first time Stevie messed me up. Let me show ya. And we get some like home video footage, which like, did Stevie really mess him up there? I'm pretty sure they were gonna dump the pizza on you no matter what. Is it because you
Yes.
had a turkey?
Yeah.
Is it because you got a pet turkey?
I feel like what's implied is that he's like, "Oh, my brother's a better football player than you," and that was what caused the pizzaing. And it's like, did they draw a pizza out of thin air because your brother said something stupid? No, they came here with the pizza.
What a bizarre
I don't-
use of
I
a
don't
magic
think it's-
power.
There's a magic coin in this movie, and there's also a magic pizza.
There's a guy, one of the jocks can conjure up a nasty ass pizza anytime he wants.
That's what he used his coin wish for.
Unlimited nasty ass pizza, not good pizza.
Yeah, well, he didn't want to have it be like a free money trick, and no one's paying for those pizzas.
True. That was like the caveat was like,
Yeah.
hey, yes, but you can't just have like unlimited
Yeah,
good.
he got this
pizza.
when he was like 5 years old. He's like, "What's the best idea I can get as a wish? I get it, so whenever I want it." And the genie's like, "Well, this is the best way I can think to fuck that up. Plain cheese pizza. It's
That
never
is-
hot. It
it's-
looks disgusting.
Cheese will only be one piece. It can't be
And
separate.
it's always going to come in a nondescript white pizza box."
And that's why they had so much of it at the party later, too.
Wow.
It's because he just
Yeah.
conjured up a bunch of them.
Yeah, magic pizza boy.
Yeah. Magic pizza. I wonder which one of the jocks it is.
Probably Gary. Let's be real.
It's probably Gary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so back to the home footage.
Yes.
Alex is like, in the beginning, when Stevie was a baby, he like so he's like this was the first time he messed me up, whatever. Stevie threw up all over Alex.
It's another goop.
This is goop number
Goop number
3.
Throw up is clearly goop. What it's
Yeah.
projectile
And he
vomit.
was like a
Uh-huh.
good like 4 feet away from this baby. And the baby launched vomit at him. Later in childhood, he's like, this is one of the greatest moments of my entire life. My first basket, which he was doing on rollerblades.
This doesn't make sense as well because he clearly has shot on this hoop before.
Yeah, and also like he's not even a basketball player in this
No.
movie. He's a football player.
Yeah.
So like, why is this the greatest moment of your life, bro?
First basket ever.
He needs to enrich his life more. This is sad.
You telling me by like 7 years old you hadn't hit a single basket at all?
Like I don't think this is sports for you, champ. But you can do it on rollerblades when you can like punch the rim. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Like your dad stopped filming you because like you should have done that by now.
Your dad stopped filming because you fucking suck and your brother is walking.
Yeah, so he didn't get it on camera because Stevie was taking his first steps. But then it cuts back to Alex like kind of smiling like, yeah, that's pretty cool too. Like
That's my brother.
I love my little brother. But Stevie just always takes center stage and I can't help but feel like he's wrecking my life.
And like all the moments in the compilation are really just their parents being kind of shitty.
Yeah.
And like favoring
Yeah.
Stevie very
Which is a
clearly
problem,
over
and that's a
Alex.
different problem than what Stevie's doing.
Yes, like Stevie, most of the time in the compilation is like really young, and it's
Yeah.
like a 4-year-old isn't responsible for stealing the attention from you. That's your parents' fault for not splitting attention fairly between.
As
their
an
kids.
editor's note, everyone involved here is the baby of the family. So we may be biased.
That's so fair. We are all the youngest child.
This is clearly an older sibling movie, and we are all the youngest siblings.
Well, like, what did he do wrong?
We're all like,
For real.
don't play the player, hate the game.
But now that Stevie's older, he really does like manipulate the situation and use his like younger sibling, I get all the attention powers for evil, which is something they don't really talk about in the movie
No.
of how bad that is.
But
we'll
they just wash over that.
yeah, we'll get to it though. Back to present time. I love a lot of times when they transition back into like the present or this universe, they play a little like turkey, like like just let you know, like this is where Google Goblin is.
Yeah, it's also present because Google Gobble is here.
Alex realizes that Stevie isn't there to hog all the guac. He's like, "What's wrong with this picture?
Hmm.
We're eating guacamole, and Stevie isn't here eating all of it."
We gotta
So
fix that.
he goes off and finds him, and Stevie's in Alex's room looking at one of his cool coins. But he's not supposed to be there, not supposed to touch it. So Alex is like, "This is my room and my stuff, so keep your hands off. I have a life, and when you grow up, you can get one, but until then, you're just a little kid, and you don't get to do everything I do. Got it?" And Stevie goes, Mom, Alex is hurting me. Like, okay, here's the point where he's
Yeah.
blatantly
This
lying.
is where like Stevie is being a dick.
Yeah,
Yeah, and they never really rubberband him for this.
No.
He's just like,
which is again like the parents being shitty.
yeah,
like-
like
You know, to a certain extent, like yes, that's dick behavior, and
But
like,
if you're being an enabler and that's teaching the behavior to a kid who doesn't necessarily know is
Exactly.
better.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's like the product of years of his parents not holding him accountable.
So
for
maybe
his
these
actions.
parents shouldn't have had a second kid.
Yeah, this is me being like annoying and a therapist about a stupid DCOM movie, but I'm like, the parents should have done better.
well, yeah, and it's hard because they weren't there to see what actually happened. So it's like they're believing Stevie when he says Alex is hurting me.
Yeah,
But unfortunately, Stevie lies about this a lot. He was lying, but the parents don't know that.
Mhm.
So Dad comes in and he's like, "Stop doing that," whatever. And Alex is like, "Stevie, you're banned from my room for 2 weeks."
I'm going to be so serious about this.
yeah.
And
This is
Stevie-
a firm boundary that I'm gonna hold for at least one day, surely.
For at least 1 hour.
surely.
And like Stevie walks away, and the movie's kind of like, "Oh, look how sad Stevie is."
Poor Stevie.
He lied. He's a
It's
liar.
an asshole.
This kid sucks ass. So later that night, Alex is watching a horror movie in his room. He has like a little tiny TV in his room, which is cute. Which I feel like for 2003 though was like luxury.
I was gonna say, considering they kind of make them out to be like at least a not very well-to-do family.
You're
it's
poor
like,
as shit.
Yeah,
Like, I
neither
can't-
did I.
Sorry, I never did either. And you know what, Alex? You can either go to football camp or you can have a TV in your room. So choose one of those.
Yeah, you could just sell off your TV to go to football camp.
Football camp every year and a TV once are definitely the same price.
So Alex is watching the horror film and Stevie tries to like sneakily look inside and Alex is like, get out 2 weeks. But then
Immediately gives in
just
after
gives
that.
in because he loves his little brother and he lets him like snuggle up with him on the bed and watch the movie and he like scares him because it's a horror movie and they like wrestle play.
Kelsey asked, "Is that porno?" When she's
Are
looking at
you
it.
serious?
No, I say
She's
It's
more
not
commentating on
porno.
like how it looked.
I was like, this kind of looks like a weird monster porno. The way they're like,
That's-
just like
Yeah,
chasing a
you're
woman.
not wrong. You're not wrong.
That is how a lot of those historical monster flicks were.
So there's just like a woman in like a really thin white dress, like
Yeah,
running around.
Yep, you're so right for that, actually.
POV, you're the monster. Like it's weird.
It's gonna be me being annoying for a sec too. But
Okay.
It's like if you're not gonna hold your boundaries after you said you're out of my room for 2 weeks, like you can only be so mad when the kid continues to do the
Continues to
thing
do it.
that you were trying to
Exactly.
be like, stop doing this.
Because the parents aren't punishing him, so you're
Yes.
trying to punish him for it, give him consequences for these
Right.
actions, and then you're just immediately
Yeah.
letting
yeah.
go.
And like I know he's a kid and he shouldn't have to parent his brother, but
Yeah.
also
But
you
also,
know,
just if you want to manage relationships in your life, you
yes,
have to
hold
set
your
that up.
boundaries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now it's a new day, breakfast. Dad's like, "Oh, Alex, I'm gonna be late to your game," and Alex is like, "Oh, great, you'll miss me bench warming." And Alex is also embarrassed when Stevie cheers for him loudly, and he's like, "I don't want him to cheer for me."
He's like, "Don't mention my name."
And the parents are like, "I wish we could send Alex to football camp, but it's just too expensive."
Classic exposition line.
Yeah.
drops.
For real. And then Alex goes into Stevie's room and he's like, "You gonna yell my name today?" And Stevie goes, "No."
He
He's
looks
like-
very scared.
he
He's
says-
like, "Whoa."
Healthy answer is what he says. And then he like has a little tiny football and Alex is trying to show Stevie how to throw it properly, but Stevie just looks guilty as hell the whole
He's
time.
like, "I'm not gonna throw it."
And he's like, "What are you doing? Why are you behind the hamper?" And he steps out and he's wearing Alex's skates.
Inside the house.
Inside the house, he's like, "What? I told you not to touch those." And he goes, "I didn't touch them." And he goes, "You're wearing them." What do you mean you don't touch them? You're wearing them right now.
So I know if he really wants him to get in trouble for anything, he'd just be like, "Hey, Mom, Dad, Stevie's wearing my skates. He's not gonna get out of them fast."
Yeah.
So
you
true. But what happens is he kind of like pushes them on the bed and he rips them off, which isn't painful, by the way.
Mhm.
But he goes, "Ow, ow, you're hurting me." And the mom's like, "Lay off your brother." And Alex goes, "He got jelly on my skin."
So he like ate a meal with them on. What are you doing?
How did he get so much jelly on the skin? Is what I
Does
want.
this count as a gooping of the skates?
It is a goop of the skates.
Yeah,
I don't
I
know
d-
if that counts as.
I don't know if this counts as a gooping.
See the goop
Yeah.
happen.
We
Not the punchline of a goop.
Yeah.
we classify. This is a very early episode. I think it was the Genius episode. We were talking with Beads about like what classifies as a goop, and
Goop criteria.
and we think like it has to be on someone
Mm.
and be some kind of like
the punchline has to be
sticky-
it's a substance.
yeah, it's some kind of substance on you, and that's the punchline.
Yeah.
Got it.
So I don't
No,
think-
that's good.
Unless we're making fun of the skates, I don't think this is a goop moment.
He clearly doesn't understand like the purpose of even the skates or wearing them because he's just standing in them and he seems to have eaten a meal with them or run over a sandwich in them
Or
something.
taken a jar of jelly and dumped it on his foot.
I wish we could have gotten that footage. That should not have been cut B-roll of just drenching strawberry jelly right on top of your feet. And he goes, "I touched the skates."
You're wearing them. You're wearing them right now. whenever he's like, I got jelly on my skates, and the mom's like, I don't care, which is so infuriating. The parents are bad. It's the worst of that we've seen so far. Of like, you have clear evidence that he got jelly on his brother's skates.
Yes.
That's not okay.
Yeah, and you're just like not participating in the fact that like when there is a bad dynamic between them, you're basically just putting it all on Alex
All
to
the
like
time.
sort it out because he's older.
And
And that's why he gets resentful.
Yeah.
You know?
I wonder why he doesn't talk to me anymore. He only talks to Stevie. Anyway, the mom's like, I don't care. By the way, next week you have to babysit. And Alex like, but I'm going to the mall with James.
Point Expo, Mom.
But like, we're going to Larry's awesome coin world or whatever. And she goes, well then take Stevie with you. No arguments. So
I
then
don't care about your feelings. Shut up.
shut up. You have to babysit your brother because that's why you're here to
Yeah, you
provide
exist as my
childcare.
son to provide childcare.
Yeah. So
I hope you enjoyed the 6 years that you were my son, and now you work for me.
yeah, free labor. Outside, James meets Gooble Gobble.
It's just underrated that like every time Google gobbles on the screen, it's funny because
It is.
they're just acting like this turkey is a dog. They're not treating it any differently.
It's a dog. He like lives outside. And at one point the dad goes like, how long are those things supposed to live? Which is hilarious. They immediately regret getting this fucking turkey. They could have just said, no, we're not getting a turkey, but it's kind of cool.
Have these parents ever once said no to Stevie?
No.
And that's the problem.
That's the problem. So James comments like, you got jelly on your skates. And Alex is like, no, the demon child from the underworld got jelly on my skates.
Demon child from the underworld. I feel like that's
From the
saying it
underworld.
twice.
Demon child from the underworld. Child from the underworld. He's like, Stevie's 10 years old and he rules the house. James, horrible. You're so lucky you're an only child. And James is like, but remember that one time you heard a kid fell in the fountain, so you ran out of class because you thought it was Stevie?
Actually, you love your brother, so you can't ever vent about him.
Yeah, you actually can't be upset because you love him.
Yeah, he says you basically care about him a lot. And Alex is like, I'm trying to crash my brother here.
Shut up.
Like, shut up. Like, let me vent because he just jelly on my skate. Like, James, I know I love my brother.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't have to point out every time I'm mad at him for
You don't
something.
rub it in that I love him.
And James is just like, you know what it's like being an only child.
James is like, I once made a wish to let my brother go away, and I hated what it turned me into.
And
Secretly, every kid in this town had a coin to make a wish.
yeah, and
And
like
it's all sibling related.
Yes.
in
Except for the pizza one.
in an alternate dimension, James had a brother and he was really popular. And now he doesn't, and he's a loser who delivers chicken. Also, Alex is frustrated by the front gate getting stuck. This is so important.
This is really integral for the rest of the movie.
So at the football game, touchdown. Hey, that's all I wrote about the game. Well, Benji noted that both teams are wearing white.
Yes, both teams on this
confusing.
football
You're
game are
right.
wearing white. And I did not figure out why. Especially later on in the scene, the other team is blue. So,
Yeah.
That's a very you thing.
why
to
is the
notice.
team blue?
Why is the team blue? Why is everything blue in this world?
Yeah, the best
Because
argument I
they're
could come up with
sad.
is that the directing editing, like whatever team on here was like, oh, we want to show that all the other players have mud on their shirts to show that
It's very
Alex doesn't
muddy.
play very often.
Mm.
Yeah, because his jersey's clean.
Yeah.
But you kind of
Why do
need
you
your
have white
opponent.
pants?
Yeah, you need your opponents to
Be a different color.
be a different color.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Weird.
Yeah, so Alex on the bench and Fiona, the cheerleader, comes over and is like, you're Alex, right? And he's like, "Yeah." And she's like, is that for you? And
He's
it's
like,
like the whole crowd.
I'm glad I don't know you then. You're fucking stupid. Look at that whole bunch of people that love you.
They're going, go, Alex, go,
Seriously.
Alex.
And Stevie's leading the chant. I thought he said he
Alex,
wasn't going to say
Alex.
his name.
Yeah, he's like a megaphone thing. He's like,
I remember thinking I was going to be like,
Alex.
oh, he's going to have a big sign and he's not going to be chanting or anything. to like get around.
Mm.
Nope, he's full on chanting.
Yeah.
He's
He's the
chanting.
worst.
He
Yep.
gave a bunch of old people pieces of paper that spells out "Go Alex," which is embarrassing when you're a bench warmer.
Yes.
I guess. But then Alex finally gets to go in, and he's so distracted by the chanting that he accidentally knocks Fiona into the mud. Goop.
Goop number 3? 4.
Four. Now it's time for the play. Alex's family cheers him on, but he gets bodied so hard. He they aim for his legs and flip him over, and he's just down. And
Yeah,
the
well,
quarterback
okay.
gets sacked.
Yeah. This is like illegal contact by the defense to begin with.
I was so excited for Benji to say what football this was in football.
And second of all, even if the wide receiver is supposed to do a chip block like this is clearly on like A, the cornerback for not setting up protections well enough to deal with what's going on here. And B, it wouldn't be the wide receiver's fault ever to have like a D lineman blow you up and then get to the quarterback. Because like, you're not an O lineman.
Yeah,
that's
what
on the
offensive
quarterback to
line
deal
is
with.
for. Yeah.
Even if the pass was supposed to go for him and he wasn't open, the quarterback's got to like just down that ball.
Yeah.
Even at like a high school level.
But had you considered football? Exclamation point. And that's all that the DCOM cares about.
One of so few football DCOMs, which also makes it wild that it's filmed in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Because they got to ship
Yeah.
over all of that football stuff because they don't have that naturally probably there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's interesting within there. But
Should have been a
also-
rugby movie.
Yeah. I was
They
trying to
play a
think
lot of
about it,
rugby over there.
and the amount of football movies I can think there are. There's Can of Worms,
Uh-huh.
which has football.
Can of
with it.
Worms is a football movie?
Yeah,
He plays
he
football.
plays football.
That's whack.
I know, it's surprising. It's not like a big
How to Build a Better Boy, Avalon
Yeah.
High, which is actually the most football movie, despite the main quarterback, star quarterback, being British.
So true.
And then this movie. I think those are the only ones.
Yes.
Which is incredible with
Which is-
football being
With
such
football
a
being
big
so
deal.
important in
Yeah.
American
There's
culture.
so many basketball ones and surprisingly hockey.
Hockey, there's a lot
So
too.
many hockey ones.
And there's also a lot of weird sports.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's like
love
Bowling,
those.
roller skating,
Yes.
racing, horseback riding. Like,
Yeah.
what are we doing?
I love those niche
Yeah,
ones.
I love them too.
It's a whole genre of DCOM. It's just niche sport.
Weird
Soapbox
sports.
car
Yeah.
racing.
Soapbox car racing.
Crazy. Yeah, everybody boos Alex as if the whole thing was his fault.
Yeah, I was telling Aylin because he watched it with me. Like,
Mhm.
this is not how school football works.
Hey, you haven't experienced the extreme highs and lows of high school football.
To my high school football games sometimes, and like, just the student section is not paying enough attention to be like,
No.
that bad thing was that one specific kid's fault. It's like, no, they just go, oh, that didn't go well. I guess food
They
everyone.
blame anyone. They would blame the offensive line.
Yeah, also like the kid that got rocked so hard, but like it was nothing that was gonna help that. That other guy just like flipped him like a pancake.
That other guy's going pro, and no one on this team is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like that's not really Alex's fault.
Yeah, it's just not.
At school, Abby's like, so what? You had a bad game. Stop moping about it. So what? You had an accident. And then she goes on about a project or something, but Alex sees pretty cheerleader Fiona drop a piece of paper. So he runs over to pick it up for her.
Starstruck in love because she's hot and popular.
Yes.
And that's
What
it.
could you want? Maybe someone who's nice to you.
No. I mean, you see his family life.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't care about that.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm sorry for last weekend, and Fiona's like, I don't care about you, and she leaves.
Fuck off.
And
She also throws the paper that
Yeah.
he handed to her away, which she probably needed that,
It was
but
a
I
test
guess
thing.
not.
yeah,
Yeah.
like a report card or something. I don't
Yeah.
know. But she like crumbles it up and back, like throws it behind her, and it lands in the garbage.
It's a pretty incredible shot, actually. It's like
It's
a
such a-
bank shot.
Yeah.
It's really amazing.
Like, it's in the movie starring Fiona, where she's the main character. That's a badass bitch moment, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it is so like me to do that. Cut back to Abby, who's sad. Abby is like, sometimes you really like somebody and they don't even know you're alive. I can relate. And I'm like, girl, he is your friend. He knows you're alive.
Yeah.
Like you should have said like he doesn't give you the time of the day or something.
Yeah.
That would have made sense. But like, know you're alive. Alex knows you're alive, girly. Come on.
He likes you as a friend.
Yeah, pick different verbiage.
Yeah. Come on.
I know this isn't the moral of the story within you or anything, but it's also okay just to be friends with someone.
Yeah.
It is, and it's hard when you have feelings for them. But like, if they don't want to be with you, they don't want to be with you.
Sometimes that's just part of high school and
Yeah.
also life.
Highs and lows of high school dating.
And then Abby goes over to Alex and is basically like, move on. You can just move on. Later at lunch, Abby tells Alex, like, you're not pathetic. The dumb jocks. Oh, sorry. So, like, you're not pathetic. What's over there is pathetic. And it cuts to Gary with, like, eggs on his eyes.
I fucking love Gary.
It's so funny.
He is never doing anything.
Really funny.
He's never doing anything but being stupid.
Yeah.
Even when he's like being required to be the mean character within there, he's doing it in a stupid way.
Yeah.
I don't think this is just my school. Like, normally the really popular kids aren't complete dipshits, but this guy is. Like,
Yeah.
somewhat smart or at least charming, and this guy is
Yeah.
just a dumbass.
He's
That's
just so
the thing
stupid.
from my experience within high school, and something we've talked about a lot of times before. The tropiness of everything within high school, all the tropes of high school movies, and especially within DCOMs, which are all high school movies, basically,
Yes.
is that the popular kids are mean.
Mhm.
And that never, in my experience, was the case because
Yeah.
you don't get to be popular by being mean, really.
Really?
That was the experience at my school, but like they were very like subtextually mean. It's not like in the way that they're mean.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's
It's not
there's
like,
a
I'm a bully. It's like I'm gonna like subtextually
Yeah, like
insult you in a way you won't understand until tomorrow. You know?
yeah, like they're a little elitist and they're gonna
Yeah.
put up a front of kindness, but actually
Yes,
they're making
yes,
fun of you.
Exactly.
whereas in DCOMs, it's often just I'm going to be actively mean to
Very
you.
blunt.
Yeah. Also, a trope is that like jocks are so stupid, which
Yeah.
I don't think is necessarily the case a lot of times. I think
No.
it takes a certain intelligence to like be good at sports.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of the jocks at my school were like pretty smart kids.
Yeah, I knew a lot of like
Yeah.
really nice, smart, athletic guys.
And
Yeah.
in high school, it's probably not that correlated.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
No.
like if this was in college and stuff like that, you can believe it a bit more because there's a lot of people who only can get into college due to athletics within there, which there's a whole other realm of worlds that we could talk about within there. But at the high school level, I feel like that it's just uncorrelated fields.
Yes.
Mhm.
And plenty of jocks who like didn't try very hard in school, but that's not the same as being
Yeah.
Right.
stupid.
Yeah.
Uh,
Gary is
Gary is
Gary is stupid. Just like, these are
Like-
my eyeballs.
This is the point at which we find out that Gary and what's her face are dating.
Fiona.
Fiona.
And it's like, oh, you're going after someone who has a boyfriend. What are you doing?
What are you
Like,
doing now?
why are you trying to like get with this girl who doesn't hate your guts, who doesn't know you're alive, and has a boyfriend? Like, what?
A lot of L's in a row
Bud.
there, my dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great L's for Alex.
For real. And I just love the cut of like Gary has these hard boiled eggs on his eyes and cut back to Alex going, Gary's life is perfect. He's great at sports. His girlfriend Fiona is a goddess. And he doesn't have a little brother.
Those are all next quote.
He really is like, no, actually, I would be so good if I did have a little brother, which apparently is true. But it's ridiculous. Enough of the misery. Abby's like, you wanna go skating on Saturday? And he's like, sorry, I'm going to Coin World.
Mhm.
And Abby goes, how about after that? And he goes, oh, I have to clean the turkey pen. And Abby's like, cleaning up turkey poop or skating? Interesting choice. I give up. And she leaves. And James is like, what the heck? You used to love skating with Abby. And Alex is like, yeah, but now she wants me to like go skating with her. And James is like, so? And he's like, and James is like, you just want to be cool like Gary.
Cut back to Gary.
And he has like and he has like carrot sticks in his mouth.
That's like little.
Once again, James just being like, you gotta chill the fuck out, man.
Mhm.
Like, your brother's fine, you care about him, and Abby's cool and you like her.
He's really cool.
She's
Like,
cool.
she's very nice.
You like skating with her. How about just chill out? Like, you're not gonna be like Gary. How about that?
Man, if only he had some like real metaphysical way to experience life as Gary and realize it's not all it seems.
If only.
If only.
I wish.
So now at the mall, it must be Saturday. Alex has like 5 bags of fries and a bunch of quarters. They say $5 worth of quarters.
That's not a great. That would be 20
That's
quarters.
20
Crazy
It's
amount.
not even that.
At the arcade, you go pretty fast.
James goes like, "Whoa, $5 of quarters," which is like more money in
Yeah, you better,
2003.
yeah, farther in 2003.
Yeah.
For sure.
But yeah, but only 20 games.
If the games are a quarter, which
'Cause-
probably more of them were
Yeah.
back then.
Yeah,
but-
back then they were, which is a lot. I don't know. And Alex like, yeah, if I have to bring Stevie to the mall with me, I'm gonna neutralize him. And then cut to Stevie like upside down on a bench, and he sees Larry slip on a French fry and
This is
almost
important.
fall. Yeah, and Stevie like catches him so he doesn't get hurt.
Another vital piece of exposition.
This is
Yeah.
way more relevant to
Than you
literally
think,
every
yeah.
part of the plot.
It's really important.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's just walking in and he slips on a French fry, which it doesn't really look like he does slip on a French fry. It looks like a kid like kind of bumps into him
Yes,
on accident.
but he
Yeah.
blames the evils
And
of French
Stevie,
fries.
who's sitting on this bench like 10 feet away, somehow recognizes what's going on, stands up, runs over, and catches this full man.
Yes,
Yep.
Stevie's very small, but
but he
sure.
caught
Yeah.
the man. And Larry's like, "What's the standard reward for good deed these days?" And Stevie goes, "You get to be on TV."
Foreshadowing.
And then Alex and James come over and they say hi to Larry. And Larry's like, "Yeah, Stevie just saved me a trip to the hospital. You're lucky, Alex. This is one terrific little kid."
Alex is like, not you, too.
She want to bitch about my brother, goddammit.
Alex parks Stevie on the bench with a shit ton of fries and says, "Don't move. I'm going to go in there for a few minutes and then we'll go to the arcade." And he hands him all the quarters and tells him to put them in his pocket.
These bags of fries, by the way, it's like full ass.
They're
These aren't like
big.
They aren't side of fries orders. These are
No.
like
large fries.
This is your main
this is
meal.
more than a
Yes.
large fry.
It's like 5 pounds of fries.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a lot of fries.
And he eats them all. It's
Well,
crazy.
yeah,
Kids are ravenous.
but also Alex is about to be in this coin retro shop, which is also like other artifacts and retro goods, which makes more sense to me. Like it's maybe like a coin focused vintage store.
Yeah.
That makes a lot more
Yeah,
sense
it
to
doesn't-
survive in a mall to me.
It doesn't just have coins, but it is called Coin World,
It's true.
which is interesting. Like, he's like, "I can't just sell coins. I'm going out of business. I gotta have more shit."
Two weird high schoolers want to buy my coins. I can't survive like this.
So Larry comes out and he tells Stevie, like, "I can't get you on TV, but I can give you a super cool coin.
Has an owl on it.
It's good.
Like, it's
Yeah,
like a Greek coin.
Mhm.
It's good for one wish." At least that's what I heard. Be careful with it. I don't know. Do something big with it, which I'm like, those contradict each other. Be careful,
Well,
but do
Do
something
something
big.
It's big but careful.
Carefully big. A little later, Stevie finishes all his fries. Goddamn. Alex is still looking at coins with Larry and James. And so Stevie's like, "Well, I'll go to the arcade by myself and play some pinball." And he runs out of quarters and he almost puts in the cool
I fucking
coin.
love this scene.
Where
It's so
he's
unneeded
like,
in this.
I have this weird ancient coin I'll put in, but wait a minute.
He,
Larry
he puts
said,
it in the coin slot, but
Yeah.
he's still holding on it, and he hears Larry say, "Do something big with it."
"Do
It's a
something
10-year-old
big."
moment. I don't know that machine would have taken your
It
old
shouldn't
Greek
have.
coin,
It
my
shouldn't
man.
have. He would have just lost it
It's
forever.
also clearly more valuable than 25 cents.
Yes, but
Yeah.
not necessarily a thing a 10-year-old would understand.
What he should do is say, "I wish I had one more quarter." And then just play another pinball and then leave.
I mean, that's
Um,
basically what he uses it for in the end.
Roll credits, yeah.
So, but then he like leaves, right? He doesn't put it in the machine. Meanwhile, Alex is like looking at the coins with Larry, and Larry's like, "Wrap up, guys. I gotta close up shop." And Alex is like, "Close? What time is it?" He goes, "It's almost 6. Oh
He was
my god.
so transfixed
Bro,
by these coins.
He's like me in a rock shop. He lost 6 hours in the coin place.
Bro has been looking at coins for like 6 hours.
He maybe hasn't even
like,
bought anything.
no, I don't think he has.
Probably not. He doesn't really have money. I don't
He's-
think he has a job.
he
Which is
stood
good for
at
him
the
for having a
counter.
third place that he feels comfortable expressing
Yes!
his interest in.
Yes.
But also maybe he should have had his brother in there and look at all the fun stuff in there.
Absolutely.
Bro stood at a counter looking at coins and time flew by. He was like, whoa, it's been how long?
It's casino in there. There's no clocks. Like you just lose track of time.
It's crazy. He's like,
Crazy.
and he told Stevie, I'll be there in for a few minutes. And he's there for hours. Like, there's no way it's not. They don't tell us how long it's been. But there's no way that like Stevie ate 5 pounds of fries and then went to the arcade with 20 quarters and like it wasn't hours.
No, it's definitely implied that they went there in the afternoon and then it's now 6
It's now
o'clock.
6.
Yeah.
Maybe it was like 3 hours or
Yeah,
something. But
but
still,
that's
that's
a long time.
way too long to leave your 10-year-old brother on a bench. Also, but like Stevie could have gone in and say, "Hey, I'm out of fries."
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that
Let's go do
also is
something
something
fun,
that would have
yeah.
made more sense.
Yeah.
But
And
whatever.
then like just one 10-second scene of Stevie going like Alex, Alex, and Alex goes, man, like hand waves away
Mhm.
to show that like no, he's actively ignoring Stevie.
Yes.
Instead
Make
of
the plot make a lot more sense, but instead
Yeah.
this movie never wants to do that.
no,
Nope.
And I'm gonna
instead
respect it even when it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I respect the
yeah.
hustle. Yeah.
Instead, he just gets lost in the sauce looking at coins.
And there.
Happens to the best of us. Yeah.
So then we get a searching montage of Alex looking for Stevie with like the trippy camera effects and the sped up little bits. Like I
Yes,
don't know how to
and the-
describe it.
The dramatic irony of like Stevie's also looking for him and they're like
Yeah.
always just missing each other.
It's a
Yeah.
classic Scooby-Doo phenomenon.
It's very
Yes.
Scooby-Doo, yes.
And this is where we
Stevie-
get several moments of them on like the fun editing of the stairwells that make
Yeah.
no sense of just it's something hard to describe when it's clearly a visual effect, but just the speed ups, the zoom outs, the camera angles, everything is like avant-garde experimental art film from a student.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. And it does look like a music video,
It
but it's a
does.
full length film.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah, Stevie heads back to Larry's coin world, but it's closed now. So he's like, shit.
Can you call my mom Mr. Security Guard?
Yeah, he goes up to security, and Alex just goes like, Stevie! And he can't find him.
Jason.
Jason!
You know the video game Heavy Rain?
I don't.
It starts with
I know
dad-
very little about it. It's like a PlayStation game.
Yeah, but we watched like a little bit of the gameplay recently, and the dad like loses his son, and by loses his son in like a crowded mall, I mean the son got a balloon and then slowly walked away from his dad, and then the dad's like, "Shit."
And then it's like a couple minutes of gameplay where the only thing you can do is say, Jason, and you slowly walk through a mall trying to find your son.
Jason!
He ends up dying by a car crash.
Yeah, and then he gets hit by a car.
I'm surprised you don't know about this.
Oh my god!
I mean, it blew my mind too. I didn't really know about it. And
It's such a
yeah.
fact that, oh my god.
Yeah, and then he gets hit by a car, and it's crazy, and it's all because he slowly walked away from his dad. Like at any point, the dad could have like just grabbed him.
Well, kid's hand in a crowd or
Yeah, in the
in a
mall was
leash, whatever.
the mall was absurdly crowded, also, but
Trying your goddamn kid
I
or
know.
don't have one.
don't have one. Yeah. Anyway, Jason. So, okay, at home, Alex's dad tells Alex, like, you're grounded for a month, my guy. No more coin world, and you come home right after school.
This is the coin's fault.
Plus, well, it kind of is.
Those sinful coins.
I feel like-
they tempted you.
I feel like you are so obsessed with coins, you forgot about your responsibility of watching your little brother. No more coins.
DCOMs often takes hobbies very seriously, which is earnest, awesome, and cool. But
Yes.
it's really funny to take this like super niche, nerdy hobby of coin collecting.
Yes.
Which maybe niche is the wrong word. Everyone knows about coin collecting,
Yes.
but like
I've never known someone who's like fully into it. Like
I've
my
never
mom likes
known-
to do it,
yeah,
but
I've never known anyone who their like a personality, their
Yes.
number one thing they want to talk about is coins.
their main hobby.
Their special
Yes.
interest.
Yes, is coins.
Coins. Also, they're taking his skates. And the mom's like, you're getting off easy. This was bad. And Alex goes, Well, Stevie didn't have to rat me out. This is not a good point, Alex.
Yeah, that's a bad argument.
There's so many.
His side, but that's a really
There's
bad
so many things he
argument.
could say, but like, no, this one's clearly your fault way more.
Later he says, like, I told him to wait on the bench.
Mm.
And they're like, he's 10. And like he knows he shouldn't run off. We're punishing him too. And he's like, you're taking away TB for one day. That's not a
bad. Yeah.
punishment. Like, yeah, he probably maybe should have also been grounded. Like, maybe not as long, because I do think ultimately this is on Alex.
Yes.
It is. This time it is. And it's kind of absurd how much Alex is blaming this on Stevie, where it's like, well, you told on me.
Especially when like this is so clearly the DCOM just doing contrived things so that the plot can happen.
Yeah.
Because it's so against like the personality we've seen him to have so far. Like I get that he's like resentful that he can't do his thing that he wanted to do on Saturday, but he usually really likes to involve Stevie in what he's doing.
Mhm.
He would have brought Stevie into that store if he was allowed to.
Yeah.
And, like he normally really tries to get where, Stevie's coming from most of the time. And he'll be angry for like, 1 minute and then
Yeah.
he'll be like, "Oh, but I love my brother." And then they just make him into a different person so that he can be mad enough at his brother to make a wish that he didn't exist.
Yeah, we gotta get to the
Right.
Act 1 finale with him making the wish so that they can
Yes.
have Act 2 and 3. And they're just like, we made characters that doesn't make sense for. We don't care.
Well, like you could have just set up a different relationship between them. Like the whole pacing of this movie is so strange to me. Like they spent like 25 minutes setting up this relationship that it doesn't make sense to wish away. And then they spent like so long being like, here's what his life would look like without him.
Mhm.
There's like 5 minutes at the end where it's like, it's just
Yeah.
very odd.
It is. And like to go from I fucked up. I'm looking for my brother. I can't find him in this mall. Like the
Mm.
fear he must have felt
Yeah.
into like, well, I hate you.
Yeah, fuck you, man. You didn't have to rat me out.
Like,
It's like he was probably really scared. Both of you were probably really scared.
well, I mean, Stevie says I wasn't scared because the mom.
That's fair.
Yeah,
You're
that's
right.
fair.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, but yeah. So the parents send them both to bed early. And tomorrow Alex starts garage cleanup, and Alex turns
It's
to
really
Stevie.
intense grounding.
It is. Alex turns to Stevie and goes, "Why don't you just ruin my entire life?" Like, dude, they should have like given the final straw
Mhm.
as something else. I
Yeah,
think.
it doesn't feel good enough.
No. So Alex is in his room, angrily reading a magazine, and he throws the magazine. And Stevie slips a note under Alex's door, and it has the cool coin in it, and it says, "Dear Alex, sorry."
Stevie.
Here's a coin the guy in the mall gave me. You can make one wish, Stevie.
Use it for something big, but also be responsible.
Well,
Be
so be
careful.
careful.
Yeah.
Be careful.
I feel like he disobeyed both of those.
And-
Got that advice.
yeah, no, Stevie didn't write that. Like he
She's
should
like,
have.
have a wish.
That makes Stevie fucked up.
Yeah. So Alex says, one wish? Right. Right now I wish I didn't have a little brother. And he goes to sleep and the coin magically
Magically spins.
spins.
Whoosh, 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 whoosh.
Sunrise. Alex wakes up to a bulldog slobbering on his face. Boom.
Yeah,
Number
true.
There was a lot.
5
Is that
is a lot.
6?
I can figure
Is
it
it
out.
5 or 6?
It's been a little bit since. I
Okay.
think it's 5.
Okay.
'Cause I think the last one was the cheerleader fall in the mud.
Yeah, I think so too. We're already at 5.
That's a lot of goop.
Yeah.
This is, I think, like 25 minutes into the movie.
It's further into the movie than you expect. They do a lot of
Yes.
setup within here,
Yes.
but like then the rest of the movie, almost the entirety of it is the new universe. So
Mhm.
Yeah, and the dog farts. And I think earlier Gooble Gobble like also farted. So
Gotta have some good, healthy fart
symmetry.
jokes. Yeah, and DCOMs.
Alex's room looks completely different. He has a bunch of football trophies and also a bunch of fancy coins. He still kept that hobby up.
well, kind of. His
Yeah.
dad later on is like, you haven't cared about that in a while, but he still has it like displayed, I guess.
Yeah.
Also, doesn't framed picture of like 4 R's in different fonts in his
I think-
room.
What?
I
Yes,
think so.
I can't remember if it's 4 R's or 4 fours, but I'm pretty sure it's 4 R's. I paused it right when I watched it yesterday, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
The decoration in
It's
this room.
a bunch of other family photos, and then they just framed picture
R.
of 4 R's in different fonts. There's not an R in his name. It's not like his name starts with an R.
Or his nickname.
Yeah, what the hell
That's
is that?
so weird.
So
Okay.
there's a lot of weird stuff with the house.
Yeah. Alex is like, I'm being pranked. He comes outside in the hallway. Every single wall and door is blue.
There is not an exception.
There's
Every
no
single
exception.
interior
Every
wall,
fucking thing is blue.
Everything is blue. Even
and
the
not
room
like a
is blue.
normal dull blue that you can see as like a calm color.
Blue.
It's
Bright fucking blue.
well, not bright. It's like a
Light
dark
blue.
but noticeable,
It's-
impactful blue.
it's a noticeable blue. There's
You're
a
like,
good
I
way
want
to
my
put it.
house to be blue, and now it
Yes.
is blue.
Yeah.
And there was no question that it is blue.
And it's like it's not even just I remembered it being the walls, but it's like the curtains are
The
blue.
cabinets.
The art is blue. The cabinets are extremely
The
blue.
cabinets are painted as blue as you
They're
could
so
possibly
blue.
be.
It
Everything
feels
is
like they
blue.
belong at like a roller skating rink. They're so blue.
Yeah.
And the chairs at the table are blue. It's unreal how much shit is blue. Why is it blue?
It's
Why
so
is it
blue.
Why is
It's
it
in their blue period.
Why
Like,
is it blue?
I think they wanted a visual, like a really distinct visual of like the house is different now.
They
But
could just
they
have it
did
have like
that.
fancier stuff,
Yeah,
fancier
that's what I
countertops.
fucking said. Like, why big blue? It's all of the fucking exposition they did about all of the things that are specific about their life the way it is right now. They could have dropped one line that was like, Stevie fucking hates blue.
Seeing blue makes Stevie see red.
Get wanting that like clear visual difference of like everything's different, but like they're rich now.
Blue it means the height of luxury. Like my whole house
Which is hilarious because it does not.
Think of this some really like ham-fisted symbolism of like blue means
Sad.
Which is sad without Stevie.
And that is a directorial choice. I love it because it's so funny and simple. I would love, out of literally, I think everyone there is, Paul Hohen is the person I think we want on this podcast the most. 'Cause we have so many
Yes.
questions, and one of them, by God, would be, why is the house blue?
Blue. No, like
why is it blue?
this has haunted me for years. This has haunted me since
And
COVID.
what's crazy is that they address it, but they don't. And we'll get to that in a second. But it's
Bad than if they hadn't said anything.
it'd be so funny if they didn't say anything.
Yeah, if they didn't say anything, that'd be a hilarious bit. The fact that they say something, they call it out, but they don't explain, is
Yes.
also hilarious, but in a different way.
Yeah. So he's walking around his blue house now. And
It's just like that one song. He blew his house.
there's like a pinball machine, there's a drum set, there's all this fancy stuff. Alex sees his parents drinking coffee, and now they're both wearing like suits, right? They're business people now. And Alex is like, okay, I see what's going on. Really funny, good one. Like when you put cereal in my sleeping bag, but this is better. Stevie's idea, right? And the parents goes, who's Stevie? What are you talking about?
I feel like talking a way different accent
Yeah.
in this universe.
Completely speak different.
Yeah. Who's Stevie?
Who's
Stevie? We're business people now. Business people now. Alex is like, all right, well, let's start with the giant dog I have in my room. And they go, what's he doing this morning? And he goes, house is blue? And they go, yeah, since last month. You just noticed? And that's
And
it. That's it.
That's all we get.
And that's it. And that's it. And they don't go, isn't that weird? They just act like, oh wow, that's a different color than the house used to be. It's
Hmm.
not like, why in God's name would you change the entire house to be the same color? That's not fucking normal.
Blue.
They're just like, you didn't notice since last month?
Yeah.
That's weird.
A month ago, we decided we want everything in our house to be blue. It was a
Get with
choice
the
we made.
program, my guy.
I love that it was a recent thing.
Maybe he asks every day, and this is just
Why
Like,
is the house blue? Why is the house blue? That's what I'd fucking do as their child.
well, no, it's been a whole month. He
Yeah.
did not comment on the house being blue at all. And one day, a month later, he woke up and he goes, "Why is the house blue? Why do I have a dog?"
Yeah, he got really brave and decided to go, this is an idiotic interior design choice and you should feel bad about yourself. So weird.
So weird.
I
It's funny.
just felt insane watching this. Like, I felt like the director thought nobody would go, this is an insane choice.
Paul, come on the podcast.
Come on, man.
We'll have a prepared list of questions. We'll give them to you in advance so you can prepare for them.
Paul, tell me what you were thinking. I need to know. This has haunted me.
Yeah.
We'll ask you a question about every DCOM you've made.
This became just an absurdism thing that we would say in the house all the time, is just
Why
like,
is the house blue?
why da-da-da, why is the house blue? It's haunted me.
And we would like go on walks and send you pictures of blue houses and be
Uh-huh.
like, "Why is that house blue?"
Why
Kelsey
is the
has
house
had
blue?
a vision for years of just getting rich enough to the fact that we could, as a prank, paint our entire house blue.
You're gonna walk into this house one day, it's gonna be blue. It's gonna be so blue.
I think my brain would melt and like come out my nose. It would be that
And then
end
we
of
just
me.
act like it's always been blue. Since last month, at least.
last month. You just
No,
noticed?
it's since last month. You just noticed?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. I can be fine.
Alex is like, "Why are things so different?" And he also notices his hair is different. He has a different haircut in this new life.
And it's an ugly haircut.
And
for
they
the
do
record.
say that.
They do actively say, yeah, your hair looks bad. I was
It's
wondering what you
it's
would
a bad
think.
haircut. I
They're
didn't want
like-
to say it, but
They're
yeah.
like, "Your hair is better in the other universe." I don't really care. I don't think there's a huge difference, but he straightens it now, I guess. I don't know.
It's shorter, and
Yeah.
I've always been a long-haired men kind of guy.
Yeah,
So
it's still long, but like it's shorter. It's like it's above his shoulders, like a
Yeah.
bob.
it's a weird length. It's an awkward length. It's kind of the length that your hair is when you're trying to grow it out. And
Yeah,
why would you choose for it to be that
maybe
length?
he's trying to grow it out.
Maybe.
Yeah, the parents still don't know who Stevie is. Alex runs off to Stevie's room, but it's a home gym now. Like, okay, so the implication is that without Stevie, they're rich. They are
Mhm.
rich, right?
Yep.
Because they're well off enough for a family that's like kind of struggling to meet ends meet a tiny bit.
Like they
in the
can't
main
afford
universe.
football camp, but they can afford to live
Everything else,
comfortably.
and they're
Yeah.
getting
Yes.
a pet. There's like
They're okay.
opportunities with it.
Yeah.
But if Stevie didn't exist, they get way better jobs and are immediately like wealthy.
Yes, which is ridiculous. Because it's not just like we don't have to spend the money on having a second kid, but there is the implication that like they are absentee parents now and they like don't attend any of their kids' stuff and they just
they
work
do.
all the time.
They go to his football games though.
Yeah.
And they do go to the award show. Like I think they do show up sometimes, but yeah, they're like busier.
They're work people.
They're
now.
work people now.
Yeah.
They
We're
like the
work
mom's a
people now.
lawyer.
And we talk like this.
The mom's a lawyer and the dad's an accountant.
I
And
wish
it-
I was his accountant.
So the implication is like they didn't have those jobs when they had Stevie.
Yes.
Okay. So now they can afford a Viper and a home
Yeah,
gym and everything. Like
yeah.
it's in blue paint.
And so much blue paint. Too much blue paint. Somebody needed to intervene. Somebody needed to say, this is too much. I can't, in good conscience, make this how your house looks.
They don't ask questions. Hey, the first guy that says, "Are you sure you want this much blue in your house?" gets fired.
It's fine. Yeah. And these people are rich.
Yeah.
Fortunately, it doesn't even look bad. Like, there are a lot of, like, complimentary blues. It's just insane that you didn't tell me why they did that.
They even be like, we like blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love blue.
That they could have done a throwaway line about how Stevie hates blue.
That would have been great.
Which
That would have been so
awesome.
funny.
They could have just been like, yeah, blue's my favorite color. Or like, yeah, we always wanted to do this and we just
Yeah.
pulled the trigger.
Or like, you
Like,
always wanted this.
yeah,
You did.
You
Alex.
said that you wanted this.
Alex,
what
you
do
said
you
you
mean?
love blue.
Why
It
is
was
the
for
house
your
blue?
birthday,
You
Alex.
said, you said that sports journalism said that seeing blue makes you play better at sports. Learn that in football camp.
I feel like there was a line in there in the script and it got deleted on accident because
It's very-
why do you not explain
There are
it?
several things in this movie that make me believe it got at least one significant rewrite
Yeah.
midway through. Because there's stuff that they set up and then they either like half punch deliver or just drop.
Yeah.
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 Anyway, so he's like, I have a brother named Stevie. And they're like, are you lonely? Do you wish you had a brother? And then Alex is like, realizes that the wish coin happened. He's like, oh my God, it was a wish. And then they see the news and it mentions a new show called Where's Stevie?
There's
Starring-
several. Yeah, you keep going.
Well, it's
You'll keep.
starring Terrence Russell McCormick, who is Stevie.
Stevie.
Where's Stevie?
This is an insane thing to say. In the alternate universe, the person who is Stevie still exists.
Yeah.
However, they're just born to someone else.
That's so weird.
But they're the
That's an
same
insane
person.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
an insane overall concept.
that like the amount of stretching you need to do to make that make sense hurts my brain.
Yeah, and that's why, like, again, this alternate universe shenanigans stuff is just much more like this is a coin of moral, like, lesson giving more so
Yes.
than a wish giver, I think.
Yeah. What moral lesson was the coin trying to teach when it gave that kid pizza powers?
I was about to laugh.
Shitty pizza.
It's saying you can't always get what you wish for.
Okay, guess how pizza losers then.
I was gonna say, spoiler alert for the end of the movie. When
No, why are you spoiling it?
people watch this film, if they're listening this deep into this podcast, I hope. When Stevie gets the coin and makes his actual wish at the end of this whole film, what's the moral justice like quandary they're trying to solve by being rat ass sick at skating?
Sick as fuck. Like, he's not learning any lessons. Well, he's gonna like become a professional skater or something. It's gonna suck.
I mean, a theme of the movie is that Stevie doesn't learn any lessons or change his behavior ever, so it fits.
So true. But yeah, so the show is called Stevie. I just hate that like he still exists in this universe.
He still exists as a Stevie in this universe.
But looks exactly the same and sounds
This
the
show
same.
that's apparently super popular called Where's Stevie that he's the only cast member of.
Yeah.
And also, like, why is there just a famous show called Where's Stevie? Apparently he's been on other shows as well within here.
He's the most famous person on the planet.
Yes.
But
also doesn't have any, like, security details, really.
I did like the
And
bit.
his parents don't care about him to travel with him.
No, I do like the bit that he's like, that's him, and the parents go, "Where's Stevie?" The show, and he's like,
who's on first?
Yeah, they
"He's
just
on TV."
they just do a straight 2 run through of who's on first. And
Yes.
just, I was being like, that's him, and they go Stevie, and they're like, where's Stevie? He's like, on the television, and they
Yeah.
said, who's on the television? He says Stevie. They're like,
Stevie,
where's
Where's Stevie? From the show, Where's Stevie? He's like, he's on the TV. Like it's I liked it. I thought it was.
I mean, everyone likes a good
Who's
on first joke.
Yeah. And then Alex is like, so Terrence is his new name. He's like, hey, yeah, he's one lucky kid. His life's awesome.
Mhm.
I don't have to feel guilty at all. And basically what he said, he's like, so I gave him a good life.
I
And he
made
says,
my parents or my family disappear.
And there's like a close up on his face, and he's like, gave him a good
I
life.
gave him a good life. I don't have to feel guilty. Like he goes like, hey bud, you're a movie
And he's
star."
not like immediately happy that all this happened, but he's immediately not like, okay, at least I didn't like take a living being's soul and conscious outside of the
Yeah,
existence.
maybe that's why they did it. Otherwise, he would have the guilt of like killing.
And that's
his
maybe
brother.
something they
brother.
don't want to talk
Yeah.
through.
That's fair. You know what?
That's
now,
fair.
now I accept
That's a little
it.
much for a Disney movie.
Yeah, I accept now that he still exists, so that Alex doesn't feel guilty about killing his brother.
Yeah.
That's a good reason. And he also goes like, I'm an only child now. Oh yeah. So Alex gets to school after getting a ride in the Viper. And he's a popular jock now, and everyone's like touching him. Walks to school, and people are like touching his shoulder, like Alex. Oh, he's so cool. And he like he sees Fiona, and he like kind of ducks his head and walks by, and she's like, Alex, and she chases after him and kisses him on the cheek. Oh my gosh, a kiss on the cheek. And Gary comes over, and Alex is like, wasn't talking to her. And they're like, what are you doing? And Fiona goes, are you dumping me? Because that is so not me to be dumped by my boyfriend. And he goes, I'm your boyfriend. Yes, just I got you guys. I was just messing around. And they're like, yeah, dude, hell
And
yeah.
they
Hey,
all laugh like that's a funny joke.
Like, it was
which
so
it's
funny.
not.
It's not, but when you're
They're
the popular kid and the popular kid cracks a bad joke, you gotta laugh.
when you're in a cult, you have to laugh.
Dude,
So
dude,
weird.
dude, 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 dude. Let me punch this sandwich real quick. Dude, dude,
Dude.
It's so funny. Because what the fuck does that actually mean?
And the jocks are like, we're gonna kick some wildcat butt today, bling. And he's like, bling? And they're like, yeah, as in bling bling.
That's in Blingus Blingus. Yeah.
And you're like, dude, party is still at your place after the game? And he's like, yeah, for sure. And then the bell rings and he goes to the bathroom and he's like, okay, Fiona's your girlfriend and the jocks like you. Like, I can't believe the disappearance of one little kid will change everything in my life.
Did you mention that his dad fucking calls him Bling too?
Yeah.
So weird.
So
Dad
weird.
does not call him by his name. He only calls him Bling.
What's up, bling?
The dad is wild with
It
it
is
here.
wild.
His dad is so proud to have a cool kid. Like he's so living vicariously through Alex.
He
throughout the
definitely
whole
is.
movie.
Yeah. So then Alex goes to class and sits next to Abby like he always does. And Fiona and Abby are like, why? What are you doing here? And Alex like, I was just saying hi to Abby. And they go, why? And they're like,
It's
Alex.
like a fun little split screen editing where they
Yeah.
both
No, why?
Why? Yeah, I did like that. That was fun. And they're like, Alex, just go to your assigned seat. And he doesn't know where it is. And they're like, it's this one next to Fiona. So he does like a
Oh my God.
cartwheel.
That handspring in
Yeah.
his seat.
It's crazy.
and everyone claps, which is insane in so
Because-
many ways. Why does he know how to do that?
Yeah, that's got nothing to do with football. That's not something they teach you in football camp.
Are you sure?
Have you ever been to football camp?
Pretty sure. My brother went to football type camp.
He was
Um,
home doing handspring.
No,
I think he went to
don't.
the
He
wrong
doesn't
camp.
know how
Is
to
he in
do
the
anything
NFL?
like that.
I think you went to the wrong camp.
You're right. That was the issue. Sorry, MJ. Secondly, if there was a kid who ever did that in school, he would be a cringe fail loser.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, fuck up.
But it also is kind of insane to just put your feet onto someone else's desk and do like a flip
do-
into your own desk.
I'd be like, first off,
Damn.
it would be so loud.
Also, no one has anything on their desk. This is school.
This is school.
This is school.
Why was I not sassy with that?
Where's desk? This is school. Like, the teacher would be like, go sit in the hallway. Like, doing flips. The whole class applauds. And then they get I thought it was a test score on my first watch. It was actually a paper, like a essay. So they got their essay scores back. This is like English class because they learn about prepositional phrases. And we're like, shouldn't you know what a preposition is already? You're in high school,
Yeah.
but whatever. They get their scores back, and Abby got a B, and Alex got a B plus. Cool.
Oh.
And Abby looks over and is like, King Bling Jock Thing gets a B plus. And he's
Say
like,
what that again?
King Bling Jock Thing gets a B plus.
I'm thinking of that one.
He lives rent free in her head. She's
Yes.
thinking about him all the time, even though in this universe
She doesn't
hates
have a
him.
crush
She
on
hates
him.
his ass.
She
She
She's
spent
obsessed with
equal
him.
time thinking about how much she hates him as she did thinking about how much she loved him in the other
True.
universe.
Love and hate are very
Yes.
close emotions.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
best friends.
and he's like, what? And she goes, oh, never mind. You know, part of going to school is figuring out that life isn't fair. And it's because so they're hinting that the teacher's giving him a good grade because he's good at sports. And
Well, yeah, the teacher
comes
literally
over.
comes over.
The teacher comes over and goes, good game last Friday. Wink. So we're like, okay, yeah, so it's rigged.
Those are like not something teachers do.
No.
At least, like
Not publicly.
No, like they certainly wouldn't admit to it, and a lot, especially English teachers, I
Oh.
felt hated the jocks.
Yeah.
Like hated the sports kids who
I've s-
didn't try.
I've seen Lemonade
Um,
Mouth.
Like Teachers don't like kids who don't try.
No.
They make their lives harder.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna lose your job too.
Yeah.
Like, if you unethically give these grades. I guess you can
Mhm.
argue though with a paper of like, I thought it was good. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
subjective. I thought it was good. But whatever. Later at the football game, in the locker room, the coach talks about running the offense through Alex, which later we learned he's a quarterback.
So of course.
So dumb.
What else would you do? You can't not have the quarterback involved in the offense.
Yes.
Stupid thing to say.
At this point, he was going to be a wide receiver.
Yeah,
Which is what his
yeah.
position is in the other universe, and makes a lot of sense. More
Yeah.
with his body type's more of a receiver type, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a weird choice. They just went, what's the most important football position? I know, it's quarterback.
Alex is really nervous after the break. Alex goes to Gary and says, "You know what position you play, right?" And Gary's like, "Yeah." He goes, "So you know what position I play, right?" "Yeah." "Gary, what position do I play?" "You're quarterback."
Such a weird lead in. Like, why did those previous questions help soften the blow of you having to ask him what position you play?
I don't know.
I also, you could just be like, Gary, what position do I play? And he'll say it as like as a start of a motivation.
Yeah,
So he like,
hype up. What position do I play?
quarterback.
That's fucking right. Like,
What position do you play? Wide receiver 6.
yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do. That's right. We play these positions. And Gary's so dumb. And even this doesn't phase Gary at all. He's like, "You play quarterback, man."
Well, yeah, Gary doesn't have a thought. He just says do.
So the game starts and Alex runs a play and gets sacked immediately.
He gets not only sacked, he gets sacked hard.
He's blown the
He gets sacked
Yeah.
in the exact sort of way that would be a roughing the passer in the NFL currently, but only ever since Aaron Rodgers got hurt in 2017. Because it was the leaning on him by the body weight rule.
Right. That was the thing in 2003.
No. Aaron Rodgers was still a wee lad at that point.
Wee lad. So the parents are at the game and they're watching, and the dad's like, "Something's going on with Alex." So he heads down to talk to him, and he's like,
Which is not something you're allowed to do in the middle of a game, by the way, if you're not a coach.
Quarterback's parent.
maybe in high
Exception.
school it doesn't matter. I don't know.
I don't know. I played high school sports. They were not letting parents come talk to
Well, yeah,
players.
I played soccer, and we were just on the complete opposite side of the
But
field.
the star quarterback had exactly one bad play.
Yeah.
And
So you know what?
people are going to
Something's
remind
up.
him of this later on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like he gets sacked one time, and they're like, "Something's off with this."
Right. And also, everyone knows that when the quarterback gets sacked, that is solely a product of the quarterback fucking up and not of anyone else not doing their job.
Yeah, I'm like, why
Side
did they
note,
block
think
for
about
him?
in the previous universe where everyone blamed the wide receiver for the quarterback getting sacked.
Exactly.
Like, this is so not out. And they say, like, you got to move around in the pocket and stuff,
Right.
whatever. That makes sense. But, like, whatever. The dad comes out and he's like, "Hey, don't let that big player on the other team psych you out. Remember football camp?" And Alex is like, "I went to football camp because we can afford it because I'm an only child." And the dad's
They did
like,
not let the audience connect that for themselves at all.
at all. And he's like, "Yeah, so like, don't let them psych you out because you did good in football camp." And he's like,
You know
already
how to
did
beat
this.
this guy because you
Yeah.
learned about it
Yeah.
in football camp.
and he's like, "You know what? You're right." And so he goes out and he plays really good.
He's immediately professional, which is wild because his brain isn't of a quarterback who knows all these plays as being a quarterback, but he's dropping like 40-yard bombs perfectly.
Yeah, which like I believe that like it's just like instinct now because in this universe his body has like the muscle memory to do that. Like I can wave that away. What I find so funny is that the dad went down and said, "Remember football camp? You got this, champ." And it came back and Alex played amazing. So he's like, "I did that. I gave him that
gave him the
motivation.
perfect speech.
I really
fixed
lifted him
him."
up." Like he thought he did such a good job as a dad.
He channeled into his football camp mode.
Yeah.
That's because of me.
We just get a montage of the rest of the game and it goes well. And the game ends and they go, "Go Bling go. Go Bling go."
Bling is a wild nickname as well because he doesn't wear any like jewelry.
No, he's
You
just
know, like
rich.
bling bling. Is there how many like trophies he's
Oh, maybe.
how many awards he's
Which is still a weird name for
weird.
His parents are rich as hell.
Yeah.
So he is
It's
doing well.
really weird to nickname a kid after how much money their parents make, though.
Yeah.
And I know the whole premise is super weird, but still.
Yeah. So at Alex's house, now it's at no whoa. Whoa. We're at Alex's house now for the party, the after game party, and they go, "You rock, bling!" And some girls are looking at a magazine, and
We're
Alex
just
like
snooping
grabs
around the family house.
and he grabs a magazine because Stevie is all over it. He's on every single page, and he's like, "Oh, haha, my mom's favorite magazine." And Fiona dances with Alex, and she's like, "What was with you at the start of the game? You know, the one play? Yeah, you look totally clueless." And I love Alex for this so much. He goes, "Oh, I know. It's because I'm actually from an alternate reality. Before the game today, I didn't know what position I played." The way he just casually drops that.
Iconic.
It's a great trope that I wish is honestly used more often because, yeah, no one's going to believe you.
Yeah. What a wacky joke to make.
Yeah, and she's like, "Well, that's what it seemed like. Don't let it happen again, okay?"
I can't have a bat. He literally had like a monster game, and she's like, I can't. That would be embarrassing.
That's so not me to have a boyfriend who's bad at sports.
Yeah, that's so not me.
Yeah. Which is apparently her catchphrase. Yeah.
She says that all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. And then he sees Abby coming to the party, and I think for 1 second he says like, "Hi, Abby," as he walks by. And apparently this is like a big deal later. And we'll talk about it later. But
and he always says hi abs, and she's always really put off that he calls her by a nickname that he's never called her.
You know what?
In her life.
People I don't even know call me Kels.
Yeah.
And I'm like, sure.
Yeah.
Sure. I guess it'd be a little weird if it was consistently like a person I don't know, but I'd be like,
who you hate.
Yeah, who I hate. I hate that guy calling me Kels. Yeah, you know what? That would piss me off.
That jock thing. Bling bling jock thing.
Yeah, I'd be like, why are you shortening my name?
Jock thing.
Is King Bling. King Bling. King Bling jock thing. Yeah, so he turns to Fiona and he's like, "You want to go rollerblading tomorrow?" And she's like, "Rollerblading? Hello. First off, freaks rollerblade, okay? Second, we're taking the photos for our matching t-shirts tomorrow." And I wrote that they don't explain the matching t-shirts thing because Alex gets called away, but later they do show them wearing matching t-shirts and it's of her face.
Both of her face.
It's so funny.
So why was he needed to?
Why did they need it? For emotional support? Yeah.
So funny. All the jocks are bullying this. I thought it was pizza delivery. It's chicken delivery. But they have pizza there. And we know it's because Gary can make pizza.
He's
magic.
Yeah.
But they apparently also ordered chicken for this party. And the chicken uniform is awesome. It's like the coat with the feathers and the helmet is like a chicken helmet.
I would wear that just for fun.
Right?
It's my son's the chicken.
Incredible.
It's a whole look.
My son's a chicken delivery guy. Why is he wearing the chicken delivery outfit?
Your guys don't have to beat you.
No, we haven't. I think we have you now for that.
I would like to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So y'all look out for the Hatchet Pete episode when that comes out.
Chicken? Why is he in the chicken suit?
We're gonna have fun with that one too.
Yes.
And so they're like bullying this kid. You can't see his face yet. And then they hand Alex a pizza, and they reveal that Chicken Boy is James. In this universe, he delivers chicken, and they want Alex to dump the pizza on his head. The nasty ass plastic looking pizza.
Chicken boy, chicken boy,
chicken boy. And Alex hesitates, so Gary's like,
"I'll do it."
I'll do it, and he dumps the pizza on James.
And everyone's, yeah,
that's Gary's move.
Goop.
Oh yeah, shit, that's a goop. I didn't write it, but you're so right.
That's goop number, what was it?
Six?
I think it's 6.
It's goop 6.
Goop number 6.
Goop 6.
Alex is sad, and James runs off. So Alex chases after James, and he can't catch up to him. But the important thing in this scene is that the gate works now.
Whoa! That's how you know this is a different universe. They didn't even turn the house blue. The gate's different.
The gate works now. That's crazy. And they don't make a big deal of it, but we're just watching like, oh my god.
Oh my god. Stop and open it a second.
Yeah, he does.
It works now.
It's like, whoa.
It's like you need any more evidence that you're in a different reality. Someone fix the
This
gate.
really puts the cherry on top of the cake. I can't ignore it anymore.
It's announced a new day in the school library. Stevie's face is all over the school. It's just so weird. But just to remind you that he is an actor now in this
There's
universe.
big like banners of him advertising the show.
So
He's
weird.
the only actor in this universe.
Yeah.
It's
True.
just him.
True. Alex sees James, and so James tries to leave, and Alex is like, wait, and James is like, what's your problem? And Alex is like, I want to apologize. And he goes, don't even bother, super jock. And then Alex chases after James outside the school, and he tells James, like, hey, I got these really cool coins to show you. But James is like, what? Like, he doesn't collect coins in this universe, because that was an Alex thing that he must have just picked up because of Alex.
So sad.
Sad. And then Fiona comes over and says, I heard you were talking to Abby at the party. And I was like, when? He did one time say, hi, Abs. And she's like, I heard you were talking to her. And it's like, what? And he's like,
Seems like a terrible girlfriend.
she is. And Alex is like, I said hi. And Fiona goes, and now I find you talking to, who are you? He's like, James.
And then she very nicely says, thank you.
Thank you. And she goes, what's going on? How do you think this makes me look? And he goes, how? And she goes, give me an L, give me an O, give me an SSERS. What does that spell?
Lossers.
But James,
But James.
James is nice about it. He goes, losers? And so it was like a big question mark because he's like, that's not how you spell it. And he's like, losers? And she turns and goes, thank you.
Again.
Not just losers, massive El Grande mega losers. No offense, James.
I love me a DCOM mean girl. It's a great little trope of a
It's
character.
great.
They save bad movies and they elevate good movies.
Yeah.
Yes. And you are my boyfriend, and I have an image to uphold.
I have an image to uphold.
So not me.
Are you like going weird or anything? Because it would be so not me having a weird boyfriend. You have to tell me right
It
now.
will be so not
You have
me.
to tell me right now if you're going weird.
Yeah, if you're going weird.
A phrase everyone understands.
Yeah, I'm just glad they didn't use like a slur, like you know, because they could have. It was the
I was kind of
2000s.
like bracing myself.
Yeah,
for
but
that.
she just said weird,
Yes.
which is fine. Just going weird.
Going weird. Very 2000s.
And then the whole screen transition. So it goes from you need to tell me right now. Screen flips transition to lunchroom. Like they just abruptly
That's
stop this
the-
conversation.
So we don't know if he said yes.
yeah, we don't know what happened to the rest
nothing.
of that. It's gone.
They never really answered.
No, they're like, we don't know how to end this scene. We'll just we'll just like
it's over now.
we'll just Windows Movie Maker flip the whole screen transition into lunch. So Alex is at lunch. He sees Abby and he's like, hi, Abs. Mind if I join you? And Abby's like, you want to sit with us? Is this some kind of jock joke? And he goes, no, Abs. And she's like, first off, if you call me Abs one more time, you will regret it. And second, go away. And Alex is like, I know I'm different, but if you can just give me a chance. But then Abby's like, got milk, and she spills the milk on him. Goop, by the way. And the milk is like so
It's
thick.
not
So
milk.
Kiss, that's not milk.
It's
It's
bad
not
yogurt.
milk.
Say that.
And it's they wanted it to be like super white and
Yeah.
thick. It's like glue, but it's like it's thinner than glue. It's not as sticky, but it's so gross.
I thought you said it's like lube. It's a little bit like lube too.
It's a tiny
It's a
bit
little
like
bit like lube.
It's kind of like lube.
It's kind of like water based lube, if I'm honest.
It's
It's
nasty.
nasty, and it like stays on his hair.
Mhm.
In,
It does.
One.
It's when he
big
actually just, like-
film.
It's like really thin paint. Is
Yeah.
what it is, probably.
Aylin said it looked like they put a piece of plastic over his head.
Yeah,
before
it's
they
so
poured
gross. I
it,
can't believe
yeah.
she was drinking that.
Ugh, yeah. Got milk?
Got milk.
Did they get money from the Got Milk people to say that?
What they should have done is put Stevie in the Got Milk poster. Maybe those weren't around yet.
Exactly.
That would have been
Around that time,
really
That
good,
would be
actually.
really good. With the amount of like weird meta shit they do that's like completely unexplainable.
Mhm.
Referencing that Stevie used to be his brother. Yeah.
Yeah. So then another weird fast forward transition thing to Alex's house where they like zoom, like they just go zoom. And Alex is cutting out Stevie's Facebook magazine.
Notably cutting from the front, where it would be extremely obvious
Yeah.
if you put that magazine back, rather than like ripping out a page in the middle.
No, I think he's not giving it back. I think he's like, I'm keeping this in my room
This is my
forever.
special magazine
This is
now.
mine. His dad comes in and he kind of hides the magazine and he goes, "Hey Bling, what's up? Rediscovering your old coin collection?" And Alex like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "You haven't touched these coins since forever." And Alex says, "Really? I forgot how awesome it is." And the dad kind of sees the magazine and is like, "Oh my god, my kid's obsessed with this child actor. It's so weird. He thinks it's his brother. I would be worried about my
Yeah.
son." He's like, "Alex, you seem kind of distracted lately. Is anything wrong?" And Alex is like, "No, I should just get some sleep."
And the dad, rather than intervening more, just goes, "Good."
Okay,
Good to
he
know these
leaves.
parents suck in every universe.
Yeah.
It's very under wraps of the parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Under Wraps is a bad movie.
Yeah.
The original one.
Yeah, in the original, the mom goes like, You wanna talk about anything?" He goes,
Do you
"No."
want to talk about anything about like me?
Yeah,
Talk.
okay. And then she goes, "Okay," and she leaves. Like, new day at school, everyone is celebrating Alex, and he walks into school and they give him a giant
They
trophy.
give him a trophy in the hallway of school rather than like at the
Monday.
game.
Not how it works.
It's so
yeah.
weird. And Alex looks at Abby and he's so sad. And now it's a montage, and Alex sees James and he's sad. And he goes to the mall with Fiona wearing the matching Fiona shirts, and he's
And he's
sad.
sad.
And she drags him around. I wrote he's not happy this time. Alex bikes home and sees two brothers playing with water guns.
No.
Do that with his brother.
No! And then at the mall, Alex sees a commercial with Stevie talking about like this Big Brother program where he's like, "You're my big brother. I gotta look out for you," or something. Like, it's so
There's so many
funny.
things that are so directly on the nose
Yeah.
that it's just like they had to know they were hamming this
It
up.
was
Not
it's
subtle.
hilarious every single time. And he walks by and there's a poster for a book with two hands that says "A Brother for Life." So good. So
This is what it
then
feels like to be a brother.
yeah, I don't
Jesus.
know what it feels like to be a brother. Alex then sees Abby at the mall sitting at a booth. And he goes, "Hey Abs, Abby." And she like brushes him off. And then she like hands a raffle ticket to a guy in a wheelchair and she's like, "Good luck." And he says, "I could use a little luck." And oh my gosh, it's Larry.
Oh my god, Larry, can you
Larry
trauma dump for us?
Larry's in a wheelchair. What happened? And he's like, "I bit the dust outside my shop and broke a few
There
things."
wasn't some boy out there to catch me.
Yeah. Alex goes, "Right, no Stevie." As if like I wrote down like I feel like butterfly effect would make it so that like this wouldn't happen at all.
Yeah.
Like butterfly should have affected harder, I
Mhm.
think.
Yeah.
But I guess Larry didn't make a shot because of Alex or Stevie or
Yeah.
anything. So he could still just slip on a fry and break his leg. And Stevie wasn't there to catch him.
Mhm.
But yeah. Um So Larry's like, I wanted to retire and get off my feet, so I guess I got my wish. Have a nice day and watch out for French fries." And then Larry leaves, and Abby tries to sell more raffle tickets. It's like for a charity, and Alex goes, "I'll buy 3." So Abby. So you skate? Do you want to go skating sometime? And Abby's like, "Did you lose a bet or something?" And he goes, "What kind of guy do you think I am?" And she goes,
She has this pulled and
"Oh
ready.
my gosh,
She's so ready.
she's been like rehearsing this." She goes, "I think you're the kind of major pop star jerk or jock who has to have the major pop star cheerleader girlfriend, even though she's meaner than a snake. And you think that the whole solar system revolves around you. And you're not even embarrassed that teachers give you better grades so you can just so you can throw a long bomb, even though you don't know how to spell it. Does that answer your question?" And he goes, "Yeah, pretty much covers it, I guess. So
Then he
why
hits her with the banger of a line.
why are you
It
even
makes no sense.
he goes, "Why are you even talking to me then?" She goes, "I don't know." And it's like, you've been approaching me. You coming up to me. What do you mean? Why am I talking to you? You've come up to me like 5 times. You're always saying hi to me now. I don't want to talk to you. That's what she should have said.
Yes.
But instead, she's like, "I don't know. Like it's some kind of magical word."
Abby just sits in her room and thinks about mean things she could say to Alex.
Yeah.
She was so ready.
Yeah. Abby is just like so dramatic all the
Yeah.
time. It's which is kind
In
of
both
fun, though. In
universes.
both universes, she's just always like she's a yapper, which is kind of fun though. Like I do like Abby. And then the jocks come over and they throw out.
This was my favorite scene that I did not remember like at all.
I had
from
no memory of this. It's so funny though. They throw him a burger and they all start punching the burger.
and saying, dude.
Don't know the context of this. Like it's just something they do.
This
It
makes
seems like they
no
do it
sense.
very regularly. And I think when they throw him the burger, they say like, "Catch this dead cow meat" or something crazy. I know they said like dead animal something. Because I was like, that's disgusting.
So
What are they
punch it.
talking about? Because I didn't remember it either. And then I was like, it's a burger. And
Dude,
then they're
dude.
not eating it. Some of them are punching it so hard that it
That
will
it's
not be
explode,
edible
yeah.
by the time it's
Yeah,
their
It's
Gary-
incredible because this makes no sense. There's no logical way to do this. They're a cult. And it's great.
Gary punches it like through the paper and lettuce is going everywhere. Like dude, and then they look at him and Alex isn't doing it, so Alex starts lightly punching it and going, dude, and they're like, yeah, dude. Like it's crazy. It's so funny.
Like how
doing it in the middle of the mall. It's not like they're doing it in preparation for a game.
No.
So they must do it constantly.
They're walking around in a pack and they're like, let's all get our burger. Let's go find Alex. He's probably in the mall somewhere. Get him a burger. Do the punch burger thing. Dude.
What's this? This will cheer him up.
this is how we get his head back in the game because he had that one play where he got sacked.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Then
We
he
just
remembered
pun-
football camp and he was fine.
Yeah, maybe this is all taught at football camp, and none of us went to football camp, so
Yeah.
at least not the right football camp.
Yeah. Okay.
Not the one where they teach backflips.
So then we get like a really quick scene of like Alex can't sleep that night because his dog is snoring. This dog is horrible, right? Nothing like a turkey.
We were very annoyed by the turkey gobbling.
Googling and gobbling.
He sees that Iggy's dog destroyed his cleat and he picks it up and it's like half a cleat and it is dripping in slobber. And I'm like, that is not how that would
Is this a
happen.
goop?
I don't know. I
I
wrote,
think
I don't know.
I think we would call this one a goop.
Punchline
The
is that there was
punchline is
goop.
that there is goop, and that to me counts it. I'm gonna count
So
it.
you're gonna count goops.
And I'm also not gonna count the salad like on his face when he is in a
when it's
dumpster
in the
later.
garbage because it's not goopy later.
No.
It's just
But
garbage.
those are
Very dry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they didn't want to do all those takes.
But it was extremely goop. It was ugh.
So
There,
this,
there was like more drool than a dog could have.
Yeah, I would say like this is half a goop and the garbage is half a goop. So together they make one
full
goop.
goop together.
Yes.
Yes.
yeah.
And also they do
No,
this
that's
cleat
100%.
bit twice. It's the shoes. I think they're just shoes.
I thought
but
they were clean. Maybe
I
have
don't
shoes,
actually know.
Oh, you're right. This is
Um,
7 or this is 8. Wow.
He finds both of his shoes covered in drool at one point. So
Yeah.
two small groups. Yeah.
So new day. Alex runs out expecting funny pancakes because it's Saturday.
Funny pancakes.
And the parents were like, I remember funny
I
pancakes.
remember funny pancakes.
We even
Back
made
when we were present as parents.
Yeah, they're like, we haven't made those since you were 5, which means
Notably, he's 6 years older than
Yes.
Stevie.
yeah, which means like they stopped for like a year in the Stevie universe, maybe,
Yes.
and then like it's so sad though.
Yeah.
But then the parents leave and Alex chases after
Hey,
them.
but you missed them being like, oh, it's okay. You can have your favorite thing in the world.
I know. Okay,
A pop-up waffle.
I did not write it down here because I did not think pop-up waffle was going to come up so much.
And then
It does.
back like 3 more times.
They really mentioned the pop-up waffle. So they're like, eat a pop-up waffle. And he's like, what?
The pop-up waffle slander is very real. In this
I like
movie.
pop-up
They hate
waffles.
pop-up waffles.
And I get it's like
and
not.
everything they
I
stand
get that it's like,
for.
oh, you're not showing the love and care for your kid.
Yes.
Sure, that's the point within there. But then Alex makes it like a whole vendetta of like, okay, this real me isn't the real me because I don't like pop-up waffles. This is my ground I'm going to stand on.
Yeah. I will never like
He runs outside
Fuck
and
the
he
Eggo
yells at
Corporation.
his parents, I would never eat pop-up waffles.
I will never eat pop-up waffles.
It's a really good bit, actually. It's really funny.
Alex is like, why are you guys leaving so early? And Dad's like, Mom's dragging me.
Okay, Side note, this is a very small story, like a 30-second story that we had when watching this. Watching with subtitles on.
Can't believe I actually wrote it down from the subtitles. I didn't remember doing this. Dad says mom is dragging me to that dense forest she works with. And we're like, what the hell is dense forest? Benji heard it immediately. He said den of lawyers.
Yeah. And for some reason, the
Yeah.
subtitles are so wrong on that moment. It's incredibly wrong.
And I kept going back and listening to it over and over again and reading the subtitles say dense forest. I'm like, what is he saying?
It's harder to hear what it actually is when the subtitles put it wrong.
Yeah.
For sure.
Dense forest. No, it's den of lawyers. It was crazy. Its mom has this 10th anniversary thing with the partners for the firm. Can't believe it's the same thing as your deal. And I was like, what? And Dad's like, it's a great excuse to sneak out early. See you later at 8. And he goes, for what? And they go, the athletic award. Oh, you must have forgotten. Well, your suit's upstairs and Gary's parents are picking you up at 7:30. Also, there's a box of old toys that I'm gonna donate that you should bring down for me. Thanks. And he's like, I'm never gonna eat a waffle.
Fuck waffles.
Or I have Eggo.
something pop-up waffle.
The Eggo Corporation really pissed off this director. It's like, I'm coming for blood.
That's why they did the Stranger Things thing. They're like, we gotta come back after you wish.
After you wish brutalized us so much.
And you wish.
Yeah. Later on, Alex is all dressed up and he watches the same horror film in his room that he watched earlier. And he looks over and there's a little action figure that has Stevie's head taped to it, which is what he was doing earlier.
He's such a freak.
He is.
Like, I don't feel like... I know he loves his brother a lot, but I don't feel like this is a normal reaction. Like, making an action figure with your brother's face on it, I do
think he's a bit clinically insane, even if his delusion is real.
Well, you're thrown into this universe and you don't have any of the memories of this universe, which is so cruel.
That would really fuck you up.
It's so cruel of this coin to like make it so you're just thrown in.
Because again, this is a moral judgment coin rather than a truth-seeking, giving you your wish coin.
It's a genie coin. It's trying to fuck you up.
Do you think that the Alex from this universe is in the universe with Stevie and he's like, my life fucking sucks here? What's going on?
I want to see that movie.
I want to see the
that's
sequel.
You Wish too, yeah.
It's as you
wish.
This one's You Wish.
You Wish Two Wishes.
Like as you wish, or something. Or you didn't wish. He was forced into this. Yeah. Anyway, he turns to the little action figure and he's like missing it or something. Maybe he doesn't say anything to it. But he heads into what used to be Stevie's room and he grabs a box full of toys and he's like, Stevie used to love these hand-me-downs. And then he brings the box down, but he slips on the same blobbery goo thing that the dog ate and he falls down the stairs, which doesn't lead to anything else. It's just insult to injury. Do that to be mean to Alex.
They're like, this will be funny.
No. At the award show. Now, last and certainly not least, our final recipient has demons demonstrated his commitment to excellence in athletics. And we hear a go dude from
do
the chant again, but
I don't think
they at least at one point bark during this, and they also go bling. This cult's
which is
crazy.
Funny because they're the Raiders. They're not like a dog themed team.
No,
they're just barking. Yeah.
Also, Abby's in the crowd reading a book. She's like, "I'll be here.
I'm gonna be there, but I'm not gonna pay attention to you as an client."
It's not a school sanctioned event.
No, this is an after school like
maybe she had a friend who got an award. Maybe she got an award. I don't know. They it's not just for Alex.
Right.
Yeah, we could clearly see another person get a trophy and give it to his brother.
Yeah, Alex is on stage and he looks out of the crowd and sees an older brother handing his trophy to his little brother.
It's so heavy-handed.
And Alex literally mutters, "Stevie." What could be more obvious? It's crazy.
It doesn't feel normal to me.
No,
I don't. It doesn't feel normal.
I just love everything that makes him think about his brother. Like he sees a happy family or something. Like it's so funny. Okay, so here's Alex's speech, right? He goes, I don't really deserve this because, well, I'm not the real Alex Lansing that you see up here. The real Alex Lansing lives in a whole different dimension or something. He's a major loser. He can't play football.
And everyone in the crowd's like
What?
sitting up and going like, what's going on?
He's got a little brother named Stevie who he blamed for everything that weren't really his fault and made him disappear. Oof. Oof. Wouldn't it be weird if things like that could really happen? Huh? And everyone's like, oh, of course they can. But what if they did? I mean, winning awards is great and all, but there's other stuff. So
What monologue? Can someone do this monologue as like an acting?
yeah, this is gonna be my audition for anything. So try and appreciate what you got because someday it may not be there, and you're really, really going to miss him. That's all. Thanks. And everyone cheers, even Abby. And Alex is sad.
And Alex
That's
is
really
sad.
the end of Act 2, honestly.
Yeah. Now we're gonna go into Act 3.
Later thing I want to say about like Act 2 before we like switch in is like
Yeah.
I whatever fucking genie came up with this punishment for Alex, it's so wildly disproportionate crime. He had like honestly one day where he was like, my brother sucks. I just want to be upset. And like
Yeah.
I got
Very
grounded
human emotion.
to high hell.
That's
Like
right.
this is crazy grounding. I just want to be upset. Super normal as a teenager to like have big emotions like that.
Yeah.
And this gene, and for one moment, he was like, I'd rather not have a brother. He didn't think the wish was real. And this genie went, fuck this kid. Fuck this
Appreciate
kid.
your brother.
Pretty did appreciate
He did.
Yeah,
his
it's such an
brother. He just-
undue
he has
punishment.
moments.
When he made the wish, he said, right now I wish I didn't have a
Yes.
brother. It's not like an overall wish that he was making. He's just
Yeah,
like, right
like-
now I'm angry.
Yeah, right now I'm mad. Which, like, honestly, super mature response
Yeah.
for a 16-year-old to have.
Yeah.
So
Still
I just,
punished.
I like that this genie was just like, I don't care about anything actually, and fuck this kid and fuck this kid.
Later that night, they get home. Alex is still grumpy, so his mom's like, how about a pop-up waffle?
She's like, I know exactly what will fix this right now.
This thing that
A
you yelled
pop-up
that
waffle.
you hate.
And she like does like a rainbow with her hands, like a pop-up waffle.
Imagination.
Imagine, why is this such a big deal?
Alex says, I don't want a pop-up waffle. I want my life back. There has to be a way. And so Alex heads up to his room and he looks around and he sees in the paper that Stevie, aka Terrence, whatever, is coming to his city. It says like, city welcomes Terrence McCormick.
Russell.
Russell McCormick.
The
Terrence
only
McCormick
actor in
Russell.
this universe.
And into generic city. So the next day, Alex goes to the filming location, sneaking around security, and he has to hide in the dumpster, and he gets trash on him. And I wrote goop, but dry garbage goop, so it doesn't really count. And then James is in his chicken delivery outfit. He crashes into Alex, and it's like, "What are you doing here?" And Alex is like, "I'm here to see Terrence because my mom's a big fan, so I'm gonna get his autograph." And what are you doing here? And James is like, I'm delivering chicken to the kid. And Alex is like, I'll deliver it. And then they like kind of fight over it, and the chicken drops on the ground. And James is like, ah, you ruining my you ruined my chicken. And Alex goes, James, I seriously have to deliver that chicken. Okay, it's personal. And
James is gonna get a coin and wish he never met Alex.
James is like, this is my job. I need to get paid for the chicken. And so Alex pays him off. And James is like, what? I don't get a tip. So he gives him a tip. And he's like, all right, sick.
Here's
my
the bike. Give it to me
uniform.
later.
Yeah, give me the uniform and the bike later. And it's like, all right, cool.
This is the last we see of James in the movie
Until the end.
until like it's the last in this universe.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Not needed.
Because he is such an irrelevant character.
It really is. It's really like Abby's the important one in
Yes.
the friendship. But
It's just there for it to be tragic that they're not friends anymore.
yeah. He was also the voice of reason in the original universe.
Yes.
So Alex runs in to deliver the chicken. He almost gets stopped by security, but Terrence did in fact order chicken. So all right, there you go. So he finds the right dressing room, and Terrence is like, "Give me the chicken." Ew, this chicken's dirty. He throws it
Clean
away.
it off at all.
Tell immediately. I feel like
Well, I think there's just rubble in the box.
Apparently.
Rubble.
I mean, it's not like concrete, like a paved road.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I should have dropped it in some goop.
Alex is like,
It's shit dirty yeet.
Alex is like, it's me, Alex. You don't know me.
Of course he does.
He thought that Stevie would have all of his memories still. I guess maybe. I mean, he doesn't know what magic happened.
That's fair.
Terrence is like, you're the chicken guy. And he goes, no, it's me, Alex. And Terrence is like, okay, here's your autograph, me, Alex. Because he's like, what's your name for the autograph? And then he goes, wait, help me figure out this line delivery. Do you like it's all my brother's fault or it's all my brother's fault?
So heavy-handed.
It's so dumb. And then they sit down and Terrence tries to do a magic trick, but it doesn't work. So he's mad. He's like, oh, I can't
do
get everything.
anything.
And Alex is like, do you like your life? Do you like your family?
I won't wish that. That's later.
That's later.
Big questions from a stranger.
Do you like your family? And Terrence is like, of course. I have a wonderful mother who I just saw last week, and a wonderful father someplace in Arizona. And he goes, oh, and a wonderful baby wrangler named Zoe. And Zoe comes in, who's like his agent or something.
Yeah.
And she's like, where's the sparkle, sparkle, sparkle? Smile, smile, smile. And she tells him that the new script is here and it's him playing a regular kid. And then she leaves. And Terrence is like, regular kid? I don't know how to do that.
Oh my god. Like everything, all the slides are so fucking.
They're so bad. Alex is like, I could show you. You can come by my house. Here's my address. And I thought, okay, they're just like giving him the address because he's gonna show up later.
Nope.
No, they must have like rewritten the plot or something.
Mhm.
I'm like, there's no reason for him to actually say like, this is my address, like 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever street.
And they're having a great time all together. They're having a lovely time. But Terrence is like, yeah, I gotta go back to LA together. Or tomorrow.
Whatever, or like 2 days maybe, because I think they have one more day here.
Mhm.
LA.
No,
Oh, he's
No,
going
he's
back
going
to LA.
back.
Yeah,
Back
sorry.
to LA.
They're in some random city for like a couple days to film
something on
Where's
location.
Stevie? I don't know. So Terrence's like, I gotta go back to LA tomorrow, and Alex is like, you had a lot more fun when you were my little brother. Like, as if that's not gonna be
It's a
weird.
really weird thing to say to a stranger.
Terrence is like, did I play your little brother? And he's like, no, in real life, I was teaching you how to throw a spiral. You were basically driving me crazy. I had to kick you out of my room a lot. But we played games like Slime War and Seafood, which is when you open your mouth. And you
What a
see
fun
food.
game.
Yeah, what a game.
And Slime Wars is just, Goop Wars.
And Terrence is like, security! There's a lunatic in here who thinks I'm his brother. Which is a fair reaction.
Yeah, it's a very fair reaction.
What's the one line from Shark Boy and Lava Girl?
Swim to the principal's office and have him expelled.
Yeah, it's that exact energy. And then notably, Terrence is going to, like, within 5 minutes of movie time, completely be like, no, I don't care about that.
Yeah, actually, it was fine.
And I do like that Terrence has this universe version of Mom, he's hurting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then Alex gets kicked out by security. And he's like not wearing his chicken uniform anymore. Did they confiscate it? What happened? They're like, you're not a real chicken.
These are you lunatic clothes. Wear normal clothes.
Does James never get his chicken uniform?
He does not.
James.
Poor
Nobody cares
James.
about him.
No one cares.
Good thing we're leaving this universe by like the end of the day or something. So Alex is like, guess his life isn't as happy as I thought. And the security guard's like, happy? Poor kid. I wouldn't wish his life on a dog.
We should
Which
think
is
that's the
not,
rest of the
not a
movie.
phrase.
The rest of the movie were like, yeah, I wouldn't wish that life on a dog. It's crazy. I think that dog would have a good life.
I can't believe that didn't become a Jane Coast phrase.
I know.
Everyone wishes life
Well,
on
I
a
think part of it's
dog.
what happens right after completely superseded
That
it.
is true. It kind of overwhelms it, and also, why is the house blue?
Yeah, that and Google Gobble.
Yes. Yes.
But Alex walks down the street by himself and needle drop 1,000 miles by Vanessa Carlton. Is that her name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is notably the song was like pretty dang new at this time,
Yeah.
so it's not nearly as
It was big.
funny of a pick.
Yeah. Just like we lost our fucking shit. And it started going.
We like screamed.
Do, 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 do. And we're like, are you kidding me?
We're like, no way they're actually doing this.
1,000 miles, and it's like it plays out like a music video.
Yeah.
Walking down the street, there's like flashbacks, there's little speed up effects of people on the street, like, and the lyrics fit so well.
Walking towards the camera.
And I need you, and I miss you. And he's like, I'll walk 1,000 miles. If I
See
could
my
just
brother again.
see you tonight.
I could just
Hold
hold you.
If I could fall into the sky, do you think time would pass me by? It's so good.
It's
Just when like there's hardly ever songs in DCOMs that you could recognize from anything.
Right.
It's just so whiplash to
it's
hear.
so whiplash to hear like
Yes.
a
1,000
extremely
miles.
popular, well-known song.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
And he
We also
like,
get all the flashbacks of all the friends and
all the
stuff that
friends,
he's losing.
yeah, he misses all his friends. He misses Stevie. And then at the end of the song, we see a turkey in a cage being put into like a poultry company van.
Yeah, the conclusion is that Gooble Gobble's gonna get eaten.
Yes.
The end of that bit is that someone's gonna eat Gooble
And he
Gobble.
goes, Gooble Gobble, right at the end of the song.
As if like that's the same turkey and he can tell.
Yeah.
And he chases after the van. Wait! And they don't
And they drive
stop.
away, they don't stop.
They weren't there to adopt Google Gobble, so he gets eaten. It's so sad. So that's like the best part of the
It's
movie.
so unhinged.
It's so good. Just like pause the plot for this like
Yes.
music video.
It goes on for a while.
It's like it's not the whole song because they do
No.
cut to the bridge, but it's like a music video, but it's so good. It actually
It's so
fits.
funny.
Like,
And again,
even if you've never seen the movie, you should absolutely watch that part. It's incredible.
Google Gobble.
Google Gobble.
Just in case you're wondering what happened to Google Gobble, he's gonna die.
He gets eaten in this universe.
Yeah. So, okay, now Terrence is in his limo throwing paper airplanes at the driver, which is so dangerous. And he sees Alex on the street and he's like, pull over, pull over. Alex like, what's going on? And Terrence's like, nothing, I'm done for the day and going back to the hotel. And Alex like, why are you talking to me? Didn't you just kick me out? And he's like, forget about it. Where you going?
They said
About that.
that was in the other
about
script,
it.
but we already recorded it, so.
Don't worry about it. And where you going? No place. And he goes, that sounds way better. Hey, driver, I'm going to walk with my friend for a while. And the driver's like, I'm supposed to take you back to the hotel. And I wrote in parentheses, yeah, this is a literal child that you're
He's
responsible
10,
for.
yeah.
And Sarah's like, but I want to hang out with my friend. Do you want me to start screaming? I go, no. And he goes, how about I walk and you follow? And the driver's like, okay. This isn't smart.
I also, like, when he said that, for whatever reason, I thought he was gonna follow him on foot. And instead, he follows him in the
In the
limo
limo.
at such a slow creep. And it's so much creepier
Yeah.
to watch
Yeah.
this limo driving so slow
Well, you have to, like-
behind these kids.
They're like in the middle of the road. He needs to like park the limo somewhere
Yes.
and then just go with
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
Is what.
And it would be way harder for them to ditch.
Or like,
them
hey, Alex,
that way.
get in the limo too, and I'll take you guys somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, or I don't know. This is also a strange, like, 16-year-old kid.
Yeah, he could do anything.
At least he's not like a weird middle-aged man.
That would be worse.
Yeah. So they start walking, and Alex is like, you know, you're right and you're left. And Terrence is like, this is camera right and this is camera left.
Notably, that's different than right
Yeah.
and left.
Yeah. So he's like, when I say chocolate, you're going to run to your left. Okay, chocolate. And Terrence runs the wrong way at first. So he has to go and get him.
I love that Alex asks Terrence if he knows his
But
left and
doesn't
right,
listen
but
to the
doesn't
answer.
correct him
Yeah.
when he says the wrong thing.
He just assumes that's right. I don't know. He was watching, though.
Yes.
So he should have realized.
yes.
Okay, so it was actually super easy to ditch the driver. They just run away,
Yeah.
and the driver's like, "Fuck." He doesn't say that. So they're running, and he's like, "We're gonna have real life adventure, right? You and me." And Alex goes, "Right." And then they come across the little like rocket thing that you put a quarter in, and it just kind of sways around. He's like, "Can I ride this? No one ever lets me." Not. They treat him worse than a dog.
I wouldn't wish his life on a dog.
He doesn't get to ride the little rocket thing. And so he gives him a quarter And they like slow mo zoom in on the quarter, and he puts it in very dramatically because it's like, oh, it's a coin.
And Stevie gets in there and he goes, "Wee!"
He goes, all right, woo, yeah.
Like no kid has ever had fun in one of those
I do
things.
think he immediately started up and he's like, "Wait, this is actually lame." as shit."
Especially not one that old.
Yeah.
Like maybe a very small child would have fun in that, but he's like,
Woo. Yeah.
but they really set you up to think something's gonna happen with
With
that
the
like quarter
quarter.
going in, and then it's just like it's a coin.
It's actually just showing that Alex can't have an original thought ever.
No,
in his life.
he never had a memory where he can bring up something on his own. It's
No.
always
He has to see it happen. So he goes, the coin. Larry never gave Stevie the coin, so he must still have it. We have to go to the mall. So they run to the mall. And they go to Larry's Rock and Coin
that's the
World.
name of it. Larry's
Yeah.
Rock and Coin World, which has a bunch
Insane.
of retro stuff, not just coins.
Yeah. It's out of business. Fuck.
Also, this guy's name is Larry Pendragon.
It's-
Why didn't they use his last name, which is a way
Yes.
cooler?
Name than Larry.
Pendragon's
Yes.
Rock and Coin World.
Or Pendragon's Coin World or
Yes.
something. That would have been cool. He has a cool last name.
Yeah.
And instead, he's like, "I'm gonna go with Larry."
Also, I like how the Coin World sells a lot of things, but they were like, no, coins are the main selling point.
Yeah.
That's what's going to bring in
I mean, I wouldn't be
customers.
surprised if he's just like really into coins and was like, "Well, I
Yeah.
needed something else to help my business."
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really a hobby shop for him, I feel.
Yeah.
So then Alex remembers that Abby sold Larry a raffle ticket. So, like, she has the address and stuff. So that's it. So they run some more, hopefully back to our old lives. And they get to Abby's house. And he's like, hey, Abby, remember the speech I gave?
During
It's
the
true.
awards.
Because you were there. I saw you in the audience, apparently. You were reading a book. But it's true. And so Alex explains everything to Stevie and Abby. That's kind of like off camera. Abby's like, no way. You and I could have never been best friends. And Alex like, well, how else would I know this? When you were 5, you cried for a week because your sister told you that Abby was short for abnormal.
It would be crazy if it was just like, that was a lie. I had no idea. I was bluffing.
You're afraid of parrots, clowns, and falling space junk. And he's like, please, Abby, I need your help to find Larry and get this coin back.
Parrots. So wild.
Parrots, yeah.
Parrots. Not all birds, just parrots.
Abby's like, you're the most popular guy in school, and you want to get your semi-non-existent brother back and change all that? And he goes, yes. He goes, all right, let's get busy. So they go through all the raffle tickets, and Abby is just yapping on. She is such
She
a
goes, blah, blah,
yapper.
blah, blah, blah. Can you tell me about this, huh?
Yeah, what's my cat's name? Blah, blah, blah.
What's your favorite snack? Mustard and sugar sandwiches.
Ugh,
Yeah, unfucking hinged. What the fuck are you talking about, actually?
gross.
Yeah. How much sugar means mustard and sugar sandwich, also?
How much
is that-
mustard? Just mustard on bread? Sugar?
What's your favorite snack? What type of bread?
Yes.
White?
I need to know, like, is it like a whole layer of sugar? Is it like a
Is there a
Sprinkler.
world where that can taste
Yeah.
good? Can roll for sandwich figure out a way?
I think we should just taste it sometime.
It's an alternate universe. Maybe everyone eats mustard and sugar sandwiches over there.
That's the
it's right
difference
in
of
this
not having
universe,
a
too.
brother.
Oh, you're right. It is the same in both universes.
She's like, that's right.
Yeah.
I do eat mustard sugar
What the
sandwiches.
fuck is wrong with her?
And Terrence is like, ew.
Yeah, I'm glad someone was like, that's not okay, actually.
And also at one point, Terrence is like, I once had an agent spontaneously combust.
That's true. And he's like, what? It's true.
It's true.
And they never dwell on this.
You go, okay, Terrence. And then they find Larry's ticket. His name is Larry Pendragon. And then Abby goes, maybe he's a wizard. Yeah. And they realize they have to disguise Terrence because he's a movie
They
star.
totally definitely planned for this to be more of a bit.
Yes.
But
it's just a hat.
They just put a hat on him. I don't know. And like they do this little thing where they run to like Larry's address and Terrence goes like, I'm doing good, right? I'm not screaming, I'm helping. And they're like, yeah. And it's like this is supposed to be Stevie's little arc, I guess, of like, look at him not scream.
Notably, he will not be able to retain any of this character
No.
growth.
He's not gonna be able to retain any of this because we're gonna go back to the old universe.
to not scream.
Yeah.
She's sorry.
Yeah. He doesn't get an arc.
You know, his disguise is, as you mentioned, just a hat.
Which it's just, I know I'm harping on this a lot, but it's just so wild that this movie went, Alex is the one who needs character growth and not Stevie, even though Stevie sucks so bad and Alex is like 90% of a good kid,
Yep.
which honestly for a teenager is like
Really good.
150% of a good kid.
I wish they made Stevie like 6, like way younger, just
Yeah.
to like really make it like, no, he doesn't really know what he's doing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Because 10 just feels a little too old
Yeah.
to do that.
At which point you can be like, hey, no, you should be doing better than this.
Yeah, by now.
Like, I've been putting up with this for 10 years. How have you not become less unbearable?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but whatever. They get to Larry's place and they climb a bunch of stairs, so many stairs, and they get to apartment 6A, and the doors open because it's empty. It's just renovations. And they ask, like, hey, we're looking for Larry Pendragon. And the neighbor's like, oh, he moved. The stairs were too much. And I was going to make a comment of, like, why are we showing these stairs? There's so many stairs. This is just filler. But then they made that joke. And I was like, you know what? That was good.
Notably,
Yeah.
Alex, in like disgust, rests his head on the door and is like, ah. And he
And there's
lifts it
paint.
back up and it's painted green. This is a
Yes.
goop joke.
And I didn't even write it down. So we should add.
You're absolutely right.
I just didn't even notice.
Yes.
But I don't know why I was so focused on my notes that I just like didn't notice.
And then the hair, the paint stays in his hair for like the rest of it until
Yeah.
they switch universes back. So he just has like a green, edgy streak in his hair.
The rest of the
Yeah.
this universe.
It's
Nope.
like so insignificant, but it is technically a goop.
Hey,
Good
Kelsey
moment.
didn't even notice
I
it.
Yeah.
didn't even notice.
You need to hone your goop senses a little
I
better.
know.
Yeah.
I know. But yeah, so he moved to a retirement home on Beeler Street, so they take the train to get there. And Terrence loves sitting on this train. He like walks
He
around.
goes in every chair, tries it
Yes.
out.
And meanwhile, Alex is talking with Abby. He goes,
Also, notably, it's been long enough that police should be after this.
and they are.
Did,
They do
This
show the
missing
police
child,
later.
Yeah. They're just incompetent. Yeah.
so maybe it is accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they did also mention that like the limo driver's probably going to try and look for him for like an hour before he tries because he doesn't want to get in trouble, right?
Yeah.
So that made sense too. But Alex talks to Abby and he goes, you know, you didn't have to come with me. And she goes, I wanted to. So is Fiona and your girlfriend in your other life? And he goes, no, the closest thing I had to a girlfriend was you. I mean, you weren't. We were just friends, just really good friends. And she goes, interesting. So are you like cuter now? And he goes, I don't think so. And she goes, smart? And he goes, no. Am I different? No. But you never talked to me until the other day. And he goes, I guess, yeah. And she goes, so in this universe, you're more of a jerk. And he smiles. And I thought this banter was really cute.
Yeah.
Like, it's like a little flirty,
Mhm.
fun. Yeah. And then Terrence is like, look, I found a dime. This is way cooler than a limo.
Okay, Terrence.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. And then they get off the train and they hide from the cops. So the cops are there. And they head into the retirement manor. And it's weirdly ominous in there. They're like, oh, it's so creepy in this retirement home.
Which, why do they need to make this horror? Like,
yeah, not like how that's not how a retirement home is
Yeah.
typically.
And they walk into a room of a bunch of old people playing accordion.
They're all fucking playing the accordion, and like half of them are good at it, and the
Yeah.
other half are terrible.
Yeah.
But they're all doing it in a way that makes it almost seem like it's required by the home, which is fucking crazy.
it's in the movie.
It's so funny. It's happy when they call him away. He's
Yeah.
like, oh, thank God, I can be done with the accordion now.
Yeah,
Like, I
Larry's
had to do
playing
it to
it.
fit in.
Yeah.
He says like, I hate that, but it's music, I guess. And when
Yeah.
they call him out, like, we're looking for Larry, and he's like, oh, that's me, and he leaves, and everyone else goes, aw.
Everyone does go, aww.
In a way, like I can't tell if it's like they're envious that he got to leave or they're gonna miss him.
I think they're gonna miss him.
But nobody wants to be there. Have you
What is-
considered that?
Again, there's so many stuff that we could dig millions of miles down into this
1,000?
movie.
I want
1,000
miles. I just want a movie about the accordion cult. That's
I want a
all
movie about
want.
like 6 different things that happen in this movie.
Yeah.
The You Wish universe.
Yeah, but he's like, did I win the raffle? And they're like, no.
No, sorry.
But we haven't done the drawing yet, so maybe you will. And Alex is like, do you have this coin? It's so important. And Larry's like, okay, we can go through all the coins I've left. And he doesn't have the coin with the owl on it. And he says, "Wait a minute, there may have been one in a bag I sold right before I closed shop." He goes, "Do you remember who?" And he goes, "No, sorry, it was probably a dealer and I don't have any record of it." He's like, "Oh, I sure wish I could help you guys. I kind of miss you kids." And I'm like, "That's sweet. Were there other kids that really liked coin collecting that weren't Alex? Because Alex didn't give you business anymore."
And neither did his friend.
Yeah, thanks anyway, Larry. And so the three walk down the street and they get to Abby's house and they say goodbye to Abby. And now it's just Alex and Terrence. And Terrence asks Alex if this is what it was like before when they were brothers. Like, did we have really cool adventures like tonight? And Alex says, sometimes. And Terrence goes, "Did I really get jelly on your skates?"
Which is so funny for multiple reasons.
First off, when did he tell him he got jelly on his skates? It
Yeah.
wasn't part of the little speech he gave when
That
they
was
first met.
vital information delivered off screen.
Second of all, like, did I really do that? He's not like apologize or anything. He's like, this is so funny.
Yeah.
It's like the worst thing you
It's
can
like-
do.
Also, so irrelevant in the grand scheme of
Yeah.
things.
I really got jelly on your skates? Yeah. What kind of jelly was it? Because I don't know. I don't want to talk about it.
It's too raw.
It's too rough. And then they see a dad give his two kids some ice cream, and they're sad.
Fourth time they've done this bit
Yeah.
where like Alex has seen brothers together or a family together
Yeah.
and he's sad about it.
Yeah.
Like, they reused so many
So much.
times.
And the cops roll up. So, the like agent lady, they cut to them all in Alex's house with like Alex's parents and forgot the lady's name, like the agent lady,
Zoe.
Zoe. She's there talking with Alex's parents, and they're both like, "We don't want this to go public, so we're just gonna sweep it under the rug, and it's fine." I guess they're not gonna press charges, probably because they don't want to be like, "Oh yeah, he was kidnapped." That probably doesn't look good.
Yeah, it's not good for either side.
Yeah.
So they're like, let's just not talk about it. He seems fine.
And then Terrence's mom calls him, and he's like, "Oh, it's had the best night of my life."
I love this just like couple of lines. 'Cause it's again,
Yes.
everything's so ham-fisted, like putting your ham in the fist of a burger and saying dude.
Dude. And he goes, "Oh, congratulations. Do I have to call him dad?" Like, oh, she called just to say, "Getting married."
And he's like, I was
You're
kidnapped.
kidding.
"Oh, you were kidnapped? I don't care. I got proposed to." And then he hangs up the phone and he goes, "Bye, Alex." And they hug goodbye, and Terrence is shuffled away, and Alex watches him leave, and he's sad. So the next day, Alex is watching TV in his
Yeah, I can't
bed.
believe he's stuck in this universe forever. They couldn't figure it out.
Yeah,
He
what
doesn't
a
have the
sad
clothes.
ending to this movie.
Yeah. Somehow everything on TV is about brothers. It's so funny.
It's like that one SpongeBob scene where Squidward's like going through the channel surfing. It's all about cardboard boxes.
Yeah.
It's the same fucking thing.
This universe really has it out for Alex.
Dad comes in and he's like, "Hey, Bling." And he goes, "I'm not Bling, I'm just Alex."
Call me by my name, Dad.
Call me
Dad,
by
why
my
are you always embarrassing me?
And Dad invites him to brunch, but Alex is like, "No." Dad says, "Okay, well, I was gonna save this for your birthday, but it looks like you could use a little lift,
It would be
right
really
now."
funny if this was waited till the birthday, so like months down the
Yes.
line, it's just like, hey, you want to go back now?
Yeah.
It's a bunch of coins in a little box, but Alex is like, "Thanks."
Alex, being stupid as shit, doesn't realize the implication of any of this.
No, he doesn't think like even for a second, maybe this has the coin I need. He just
You
gets
know
mad.
somebody bought the
Dipshit.
coin recently.
Yes.
And he says that as like they're all ancients.
Yeah.
It was just kind of sweet that like he just saw Alex like re-look at his coins and go like, "I forgot how awesome they were." So he's like, "I'm gonna go get him some coins."
So this dad is
Yeah.
just left feeling like, well, I did something stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like so mean to his dad about it. And I know that his dad sucks the whole movie. But we were still like, oh my God, like just say thanks.
Yeah.
Say thank you.
And I know you're sad about losing your non-existent brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. Semi non-existent. So Alex throws the coins at the wall.
Yeah.
And they get everywhere, but one of them lands standing up on its side. Oh my God, it's the owl coin. And he almost loses it in the vent. It's so infuriating. But he
Yeah.
doesn't. And he goes, this is it, yes. And the parents go, what? Alex?
And they start running to his room, being like, "This is the most dangerous situation my son has ever been in."
I can't tell if this was just me taking it too seriously, but it felt implied that they thought he was going to kill himself to me.
They really wanted to get in that room.
Like,
They're like,
It feels like it.
It felt really
I don't know if that's what
dire,
they're trying to imply.
or at least that he was going to do something
I mean,
rash or
yeah.
crazy.
Okay, we didn't even talk about this, but he's been obsessed like for a couple days with this one child actor, and then he shows up with that child actor.
Yeah,
Good
no,
point.
we
That's
talked about this a
fucking
lot
crazy.
when we were watching the movie. It was like,
Yeah, he's like, this is my brother, and he goes and he spends a
the
night.
parents don't even really blink an eye at the fact that he
Yeah.
kidnapped this kid that he's been obsessed with for the last week.
I think secretly they did, and they just
From-
didn't do it in front of Alex.
Yeah.
From the parents' perspective, this is like terrifying.
From the
It's
parents' perspective,
terrifying.
they're like, we just released a monster.
Yes.
He
It's
kidnapped
Our
a child
child
actor.
predator. Yeah.
Yeah.
You would have to, at that point, worry very hard about your child
Yes.
being a
So he's-
sexual predator.
Yes.
So he's like, here, maybe some coins will help. I'm gonna try and give him some coins to fix you, right? I just want you to be okay. Like, something's wrong with our son. Clearly. So they're like pounding on the door trying to get in. And I like that they did this though, because it really builds tension to the moment of like he needs to figure this out right now. And he's thinking. I also really like that he takes the time and think like, what exactly are the words I need to say to undo this?
So this genie doesn't fuck me over
Yeah.
again. Yeah.
So he says, I wish I never made the first wish, which is brilliant.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Exactly right.
Um,
I gotta unwish this wish.
Yeah. So he rewinds. Alex wakes up in his old room with his old hair. And he goes, Stevie! And he runs to Stevie's room. Stevie isn't there, but all his stuff is there. And then we hear a in the yard. And it's gobble gobble.
Gobble.
Distant gobbling.
Distant gobble.
My life is good.
Well, okay, actually, immediately when it transitions back into this world, you hear a little gobble, 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 like that's how you know we're back
Yeah,
in
that's
this
good.
universe.
That's just the call sign of this universe.
Yeah. In the kitchen, his parents look normal again. They're not in suits.
They're
and
not talking like this.
And they're not talking like, what do you mean? The dad is making funny pancakes. And Alex runs outside and he's so happy in the rain. The gate doesn't work anymore. He's like, yes, and he kisses it. And Stevie had Alex's bike. He like crashed it apparently. But Alex is just so happy to see him. He like twirls him around and he goes, look, Mom, Dad, it's Stevie. He's back. Which I guess to them makes enough sense because Stevie was just out biking.
Yeah.
So he's like, he's back.
Stevie's like, I didn't go anywhere.
He's like, that's right, you didn't go anywhere.
It is so funny to me that over the course of like this movie, Stevie has done the three things that Alex has said that he can't do, which are mess with my coins, mess with my skates, and mess with my bike. So they really like jammed it in like the last 5 minutes of the movie to make sure he was an asshole in every direction. Like, nah, I'm gonna make sure I do that last thing too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's fully like downpouring right now, but Abby and James just happen to walk up and say we're coming over, I guess. And Alex gives them a big hug, like my friends are here. And then he goes, Abby, Abs, do you want to go skating? Just the two of us? And she goes, really? I mean, yeah, I do. And then Fiona happens to drive by, and he goes, Fiona, I'm not your boyfriend.
And like everyone is just magically showing up at this exact time
It's
in the
crazy.
perfect amount.
Resolve the movie in the last 5 minutes because the pacing's so weird.
And the parents are like, everyone come inside for funny pancakes. And Alex is like, yes, funny
Now
pancakes.
pop up waffles.
And the rain makes a rainbow. And we fade out. And I was literally writing the end. And then I went, oh shit, back. I forgot there's like another scene, which feels so weird. But it's the final scene of the movie. Alex and Abby are teaching Stevie how to roller skate. And James is also there. So they kind of put Stevie on the bench while the three of them go talk. And Stevie has the owl coin in his pocket. I guess Alex gave it back. And we see also Larry's in the park with Iggy the bulldog. So he adopted Iggy. So I'm like, yay, for Larry.
Hopefully he doesn't slip on the drool.
Yeah, for real.
He's pretty
very
flip
clumsy.
prone, yeah.
And then Stevie looks at the coin and all of a sudden he jumps over the bench and he does sick ass, nasty ass rollerblading tricks.
Sick ass, nasty ass skating tricks.
And then that's the end of the movie. Like,
And
it's so
he
weird.
used his wish just to do a cool skating trick, which honestly, iconic.
I don't know why they didn't just end the movie.
Because
the
then there's
house.
where did the wish get
It's the
used?
Chekhov's gun of it.
The wish
Yeah.
to get you. Well, I would have assumed like he did use the wish in this universe and then it undid. Like, we're not
Yeah.
going to do the wish thing anymore. But nope, Stevie uses it to rollerblade really cool.
Or like he keeps the coin because it's too dangerous. Like
Yeah.
it really
Or
fucks his
throw it-
life up.
Throw it in the fucking ocean or
Yeah.
something. You're in New Zealand, apparently. Go to the ocean. I don't know. But that is You Wish.
Yeah. There were
Yeah.
9 goops in You Wish.
That's too many.
It's so many goops.
I would say that 1 is too many, but 9 is certainly too many.
That is fair.
Yeah. This movie ended as a final rank of 29.
Yeah,
In the house.
final Jank House ranking was 29. You have it at 28, Benji.
It could honestly go up.
I had it at 37, which is pretty high, but I could pick it up. It's in my B tier.
The truth is, it's entertaining the whole way through. And how
Yeah.
many DCOMs can you say that
So
about?
many decoms drag.
I could definitely tick it up a little bit.
And
Probably
it's
not
got
too
high
much.
highs and not that many lows.
No. It's stupid and doesn't make sense, but you could say that about most decoms.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's not a good movie, but it's a fun movie.
It's a fun movie.
It's really fun the whole time, and
It's a classic DCOM for what we consider a classic DCOM.
yeah, I was
Yes.
always just looking back at you guys being like, why do you rank it so high? But it is fun. I just needed to give it another chance years later.
But why is the house blue?
Why is the house blue? Google gobble. Do 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 do
Do do do do do do do do do do do do do.
Oh my gosh, we need to edit them hitting the hamburger to 1,000 miles. Like do 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 do, and I need you, do 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 do, and I miss you. Yes.
That should have been our cold open. What were we doing?
Do 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 do.
If only we'd thought of it back then.
Only that.
It's impossible to film a cold open later on, too. So,
Yeah,
Of course.
unfortunately, can't be done.
yeah. Thank you for joining us for the podcast.
Thank you, Finch.
Here,
Very fun.
I'll be back a couple more times.
Yeah, so you're gonna come on for Hatching Pete
Mm-hmm.
and
Girls.
Rip Girls
Rip
and
Girls.
Proud,
Proud Family movie. Unfortunately, that means I'll have to watch the Proud Family movie again.
So you
but
can back
We
out if
don't,
you
we
want.
don't currently have you down for Proud Family movie.
I've riffed on it and I've decided that I wanna.
Okay.
Okay.
I
We-
can't let the Proud Family movie happen in this podcast and not be here to talk about how bad it is because nobody else in the house hated it as much as me.
That's
So
true.
I have to represent what a bad movie it is. And I was in a bad mood the night that we watched it. And I was
So
Okay, now, Kelsey
So-
ranked it 107th.
out of how many?
Like
total?
100.
like
115.
115.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
So
I didn't like
she
it either.
hated it.
I
Thank
didn't like it
you.
either.
Thank
It's in her
you.
bottom 10.
After my own heart. But yes, I need to represent the rage.
Yeah, we
so.
did like your 2 favorites, or at least like I don't know
Yes.
how high you have. You
These were
wish,
the
but-
ones that I wanted to do
Yeah.
the most.
So now we have
Yeah.
all the bad ones.
Yeah, we have the bad ones left, so I will be more of a little hater in the future.
Yeah, I do
It
think-
won't be so nice.
I do think we'll have fun with Hatching Pete though.
Yes.
Hatching Pete's gonna be a, one that can honestly rise in the. It's so irritatingly annoying, but it's also very fun to talk about.
Yeah.
The thing is, you have to remember so much of Hatching Pete is so boring.
So
Yeah.
boring and,
and we
bad.
only
actively.
remember what's funny about it.
but it's going to be
most of it
easier
is
to talk about
boring.
than say Rip Girls.
I feel like Rip Girls is gonna be like a half-hour podcast because there's fucking nothing.
There's
to talk
nothing that
about.
happens.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you everybody for listening. If you have any thoughts on You Wish or any other DCOM, you can email us at the dcomduo@gmail.com. And now we're gonna spin the wheel and figure out which DCOM we're watching next.
I'm predicting Zombies 2.
Zombies 2? Okay, I'm manifesting because the next episode is like right around my birthday and Christmas. I'm gonna say Cloud9.
That was the other one I was debating between picking. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You have a
I don't know what you have left. Have you done Christmas Swap yet, or whatever that?
We have it.
movie
Christmas
was?
Again?
Christmas Again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick that
You
one.
can
Yeah.
predict that.
Christmas Again's really good.
It was.
It was
Yeah.
really good.
I want you guys to have a good movie.
Yeah, I am excited to watch that eventually. It would be nice to do it
Do
around
it in
Christmas.
season.
Yeah. All right, let's spin the wheel.
Because I feel like we always watch Christmas movies like in the middle of the summer.
We do.
Yeah.
How topical. Wait, yeah. No, it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Extremely topical.
How topical, it's Even Stevens movie.
Oh my god.
We're bringing it back.
More AJ Trout for us.
Yes, back to back. Here are your two DCOMs. We will talk about that. Even Stevens movie. You know, I'm pretty sure this takes place like in the summer. They're on like vacation. Lovely for Christmas. Last year we did like Teen Beach movies.
Yeah, perfect.
Looking at this, we both have this ranked at the exact same spot, as does Jane Kelsey in general.
Are you just
We're all even on
Serendipitous.
this, and it's
Where is it?
Well, no spoilers.
no spoilers.
Oh, sorry.
But let me just say, if you cut the list in dead half, it would be really close.
Perfect.
We just completely left it where it was.
That's iconic. Yeah, nothing about that needs to change.
Yeah. All right, so tune in 2 weeks for us to talk about the Even Stevens movie.
Take care, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Scenes from our next episode.
Hey, have you ever wanted to do a reality show where your one friend sends everyone in a single family onto a vacation, but it's actually entirely a prank show,
Truman
and they
Show.
think they're like on Survivor or something?
Yeah.
Has that ever happened to you? You may be entitled to financial compensation because it's genuinely fucked up.
Which one's Evans and which one is Stevens?
I think Shia LaBeouf is the Evens, and what's it?
Chris Carlson
Romano is the Stevens,
Yeah.
and everyone else is the.
I always thought his name was Steven, but that's their last name, isn't it?
Yeah, well, his name's Steven Stevens.
No, it's not.
It's not. I did not watch Even Stevens.
Actual Even Steven Shia LaBeouf. I only remember. Yeah, it's like the Truman Show, and people like it. I don't
But
know.
also, it's kind of like annoying because I think I don't care about any of the characters in the Even Stevens
Yeah.
show.
I mean, we didn't really watch Even Stevens.
Yeah, but it didn't make me want to.
Fair enough.